So for whatever reason, like my Streamlabs disappeared, and when I went on my phone, it said that there was no stream.
Yes.
And so, oh no, I can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
Hello.
god, what happened?
Terrible things.
Hold on. Modern device is there. Is friends muted? No, it's not muted. You're in stream.
Hello?
I can hear you both fine. I can't hear you. Did I turn down my
From the top!
No? It's not down.
Hello?
What happened?
It's me.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Friends.
Hello? Can you hear me?
No, now I'm getting an output. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Hello?
We're back to silence, everybody.
Ah!
Is it bonked again? I don't know. I don't know what happened there.
It's
Like,
not me.
so when I came back in, Friends was gone from the Streamlabs. So that's like where you're on right now, the collab button. Did I turn off?
I'm gonna die if you're...
No. I don't know what's happening. Marietta is a ghost, only we can see and hear her. Well, I'm glad you guys can hear her. I don't know why I can't. It's very interesting. Huh. I'm glad you can. I'm glad you can. Yeah, for me, it's like showing nothing. Like on the metrics, it looks like she's not talking. Like it's mute. A moose. Bum bum bum. I don't know how to fix this because I don't know what happened. Like it's just not showing up at all is something she's saying. Like there's no noise. Bum ba da. Should I hop? Yeah, try that and just see if that works.
Hello?
No.
No!
I don't know why. Like, there's no reason that it. Why? It made no sense. Have you tried unplugging and plugging back in? I did do that actually. And it did nothing. We can't hear her. We can hear you. So they can hear you. but I can't hear. Like, there's zero sound going on this thing. Hi, Curtis. Thanks for stopping by.
Streamlabs. Hello,
I
Curtis.
can't read. Oh, angry face. Yeah, Streamlabs, man. I don't know why the Mac advertising. We're back at it again,
Just
guys.
got it to
You
work.
thought the shit show was over?
It was only just getting started.
It's never over. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why. But it's like essentially saying that there's no sound coming through on the source.
Ah.
Double.
Ah.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Bye.
Bay. Ah.
So this is where we're now gonna mime to each other because you both can hear us, but we can't hear each other. So now we're gonna mime.
Well, I can
we'll
hear
see if
you.
we can...
I can hear you.
You can hear me.
Yeah.
Why is this happening? Why is this a thing?
See, the miming worked.
Did, like, my headphones disconnect? Alright, I'm gonna disconnect my headphones. First. God, that scared me. Say something now. See. No, it's not even coming through my normal speakers. Tiffany broke her ears. Yeah, just turns out I'm deaf. We went on break. I lost my hearing. I'm sorry, Bonbon. I don't know. Okay, let's try to go to intermission and see if that changes. No, it's not picking up any sound. Myriad, I swear to God, if you're trolling me and your mic's muted. But they can hear you, so I don't understand. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I'm gonna delete. I'm gonna, because it says there's no sound. That's like there's no receiving information. What, that would be hilarious. That would be a really good joke, though. That'd actually be a really good joke. Whoa. There's a many of us on this one. I'm sad, everybody. I think this is what depression is. Yeah. What are you eating? Is it fries? Yum. I had cottage cheese with honey mustard and cucumbers. That's what I ate. And I can't hear your insults. So they can't hurt me. Is hanging out eating fries. Well, so apparently you can hear her. I can't hear her, though. And so it's like I have no sound. But I have other sounds. But it's not saying it's picking up her mic, is what it says on my end. Get my document. So I'm gonna delete this source. So you're gonna disappear. Exit out of it. I'm gonna generate a new link. And we'll see if that works. I did nothing different, by the way. I've just been trying to see if it's my thingies that isn't working. Because you guys were able to hear her. So you guys get to witness this magic again. Da da da. Aren't you guys subscribed for this? Like, you could be watching anything right now, and you're watching this. I think that's pretty magical. Give me a Discord. Ba-da-ba-ba. Boop. Gonna finish dinner. Have a good rest of your dinner. Well, hopefully we'll be around. This is the stream that will make me affiliate, so of course it's, I think, the worst stream I've had so far in terms of technical issues.
Hello.
And I can't hear you.
Ah!
Why? I don't understand, Streamlabs. Fuck you.
Did you?
Okay. Hold on. Can you guys hear her? Someone confirm for me in chat. No. Like, I see the audio bar on all the other things, but Friends says there's nothing. Like, it's saying that there's no receiving information. Okay, so hold on. If you guys can hear her.
Bonjour.
Okay, I can hear you.
Hello.
Hi. Can you guys hear her twice? Or are you just hearing her once as she talks? Talk more, Myriad.
Hello, hello, hello. It's me, Myriad. We're here. We're doing stuff. We're talking.
You can hear her again?
Is there an echo? Just normal.
Great, then this is the solution. Because I can hear her now. And that's because I called her on Discord. I just wanted to make sure. I don't know what the heck happened. Why all of a sudden... I don't know.
Got borked somehow, dude.
Dude, MacBook. I can't wait
Fucking Macs,
to get
dude.
I feel like this stream is the encouragement
your wake-up call?
I needed. Yeah, the encouragement I needed to go get my fucking computer. Cause yikes.
Listen, it could always be worse.
It could always be worse. That is.
I don't know how,
true.
but it could.
But it could. Man. Okay. I will go to the store tomorrow. I will go and get it. All
Face
right,
the horrors of society.
No. All right. So, where were we on this thing? We're never gonna...
We're looking at like actions and stuff.
Right. Yes. Difficulty checks. So knowledge systems, unlike most skill checks, that those that utilize knowledge or system stats cannot be attempted unless the character possesses an appropriate knowledge or system, respectively. So, kind of what we were saying earlier about how the system, like, is built around essentially your character's backstory and who you are.
Yeah.
is this is saying that you can't even attempt really a roll.
Which I like that. I
Unless,
like it's like
yeah,
useless to try to fucking do something that you have no
right,
fucking idea to do it, like how to do it.
right,
No knowledge
yeah,
of it.
no knowledge whatsoever. Um, because then at least it makes sense that you're not gonna have any like, because otherwise that sucks. You roll a 20 and suddenly you're god at this thing. you know, it just doesn't make a lot of sense in
Yeah.
most systems. So I do like that it essentially saying you don't know. I feel like there are some things that I may give you a shot at because there is such thing as like beginner's luck, you know? Um
I could see like doing something where it's like maybe firing a gun one time that's
right.
already loaded, you know?
Right. Yes. Like I I think you guys could pull a trigger. I think
Mhm.
there's the fundamental of you have to pull back and shoot.
Yeah.
You just may not be very good at that. But I feel like anyone could pick up a gun and know
It's
how to
the guy in
fire it.
the Resident Evil trailer holding a gun
Yeah,
literally like almost point blank at a lock and still missing.
misses. Yeah. So I think you guys still could fire, just might not hit. It'd be harder. It's going to be harder for you to hit if you don't have any skill set in that
Mhm.
at all. Note that what constitutes as a suitable system or knowledge is open to interpretation and quite broad. Players and GMs alike are encouraged to consider the knowledge and systems a character possesses and how they can be applied to the task at hand. Thank God for Korg's character, let me tell you. Because otherwise, I feel like anything electronical, because back in 1998, it was still not very common for people to have this tech knowledge, you
Yeah,
know?
I feel like my character can probably operate like a computer and like
Yeah.
navigate to the email, but like anything beyond that,
Right.
she can open like the 1998 version of like Gmail,
AOL.
AOL.
yeah. I
She's
think,
really big into like instant messenger.
yeah. Well, okay, so crazy thing, right, is that the Nokia was the most, uh, right? It was Nokia? Is that what those phones were
Mhm.
called? Yeah. Was the most popular sold phone in 1998.
She has a Nokia.
Yeah, exactly. That
Doesn't
was the
work.
most, yeah, that was the most popular phone. You can play Snake on it, unless that came after 1998, but I think Snake would be on there. Could be really good at Snake. Yahoo Messenger was the thing in 98. Yeah, Yahoo is big. Um, uh, oh, thank you for the follow. Hi. Oh, it's Lawrence. Hi. I had to like squint and look at the screen because I don't have my glasses on. Don't have my glass. So Lawrence is
Can't
actually
see
going to be
without my
one.
glasses.
My glasses. Um. Yeah, it's me. So he's actually going to be one of our guests in the game.
Sick.
So yeah. So we're actually going through the rules right now, very slowly, by the way, because we're on page like 19 out of 146.
And this is the
And
second
this is
session that we've
second
done
stream.
this.
The other episode was like 4 hours. Thank you for the follow, King.
What's up, Ashman?
Yeah, that's why I joined, because I hate reading. Welcome.
You're not gonna learn
Welcome.
anything here.
You're not gonna learn anything. We get through a sentence and then we're like, oh, and let's talk about this tangent for 30 minutes.
hmm
It's fantastic. Fan flippitastic. Uh, but what were we saying on this? Oh yeah. So the fact that back then Amazon had just started selling more than books online in 98. and Internet Explorer was becoming popular in
Hmm.
its use.
Yeah.
Internet Explorer. That thing died years ago, but it had just started becoming the popular internet browser.
Yeah.
Um,
I can't wait to go on like
YouTube
a
didn't
deep dive of
exist.
like 1998 and like
Yeah,
getting like all
CD
of my
players
pop
didn't
culture.
exist. Yeah.
It really did. 1998?
No, it was Walkman. I
No,
think
there
CDs
was
came
CD
out.
players.
I think, well, maybe in cars and stuff, but like the portable CD player, I think came out in like
I remember
2002.
having like a portable CD player in 19 because I'm older than you. Remember
That's
this?
true. I was born in '98. All the information I have is learned. Netscape, yeah, that was the Navigator, but in 1998, Netscape was starting to lose out in Internet Explorer by.
Yeah, 1982. CD players were first sold to consumers
Oh,
in
what?
1982. So they've been around. We were starting to get into like 1998 is when you start getting into like DVDs are sort of starting to come into like
Play. I was
yeah.
I was looking up a bunch of like technology and like their invention dates, and I for some reason thought that portable CD players didn't come out until the like either like right in the 2000s. I don't know why. Maybe that was just bad information. MP3
Getting
players.
bad info.
That's what I'm thinking. MP3 players. Toothpaste to fix DVDs was a thing. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to have to brush up on like what shows were popular,
Hmm.
what like I have to know all these
I
things.
think it'd be fun if you make like a little a tab in the character thing of like pop culture and things
Yeah.
like that so that we could like start adding things that were like and it could be like a
Yeah.
collaborative thing where we can all start adding stuff.
That's a really good idea cuz hi Mandy. Because of the fact that this I was born me and Korg were both. Oh, you
Uh-oh.
froze for a second. Hello, I
Oh,
can hear
hello.
you. I can see you.
Are we good? I can see you. I can hear you. Is
Yeah.
stream good? Hello?
Hello?
I think stream stuttered a bit.
Oh, gotcha. We stuttered on Streamlabs too for a second, but it's
So you and Korg were both born in 1998. So you're literal. I'm
exactly.
hanging out with literal infants.
Shut up. I'm almost 30.
God, I would have been in kindergarten hanging out with a baby. Embarrassing.
Wow. Wow. What an age difference. Yeah, the shadow from
Yeah, I'm
290
so
was too
sorry I
much.
broke it.
But yeah, so I'm going to have to like I know some world events that were going on in 98, like the whole civil thing in the Congo.
Mhm.
Um I watched a movie of that in school, and I remember I was like, "Oh my god, this is so intense." I was like,
It's kind of
"This is
cool
crazy."
because I'm in like an ongoing VTM game where it's
Yeah.
taking place in 1995 San Francisco. So it's like these are kind of lining up where I can use a little bit of that knowledge.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. Absolutely. I mean, because it's still everything outside of 1998 is relevant. Like,
Yeah.
but granted, pretty much all of your characters are younger. So I
Mhm.
think Mandy's character being like 35 or 36 or something means that what we go back to the 70s, and
Mhm.
not even because she would have been an infant. So
Yeah.
it's really just the 80s and 90s, but all of that is relevant information that we essentially need to know, or that could come up, or like
Mhm.
if one of your characters make a reference or something, you guys could utilize the 70s or the 80s and 90s, essentially anything in there. But I feel like 90s is like where we should focus, because otherwise I might not get an 80s reference.
Yeah, yeah, don't worry about it. We won't pull a J on you.
Yeah. Oh my god, he says these movies and I'm like, I've never heard of this title. And it's like, well, he's like, what
Well,
do you
because
mean?
it
It was in
came
the
out 30
70s.
years before you were born, Tiffany. That's why.
I was like, yeah, of course I haven't heard them. I was ass deep in my D&D 3E campaign in '98.
Windows 98, the best Windows, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
Best
Windows
OS.
98. Mm-hmm.
It's where we all everything started going downhill.
Google was born in '98. So was Pokemon. I was hanging
So yeah, I
out
think we should do like a little
except the dog head.
shared tab. That would be a lot of fun.
Yes, I will. All of you guys are editors, so you guys can
Yeah.
do whatever you want in there. But I'll make a tab for '90s references, and then we'll do a
Let me
tech
see. Don't like your
page.
hoo-ha on stream.
Yeah, we'll do a tech page separately though, because I think knowing media references and knowing technology are going to be two different.
Yeah, I think like pop culture, like a pop culture tab just for
Yeah.
like little facts and stuff, and then
Mm-hmm.
like having like a tech and I don't know, maybe like society
Yeah,
tab.
Titanic was dominating the movies. And also, this takes place September in 1998. And so we also have to be mindful of what was
What came
past,
out like yeah.
yes, versus what was before, because otherwise that wouldn't make sense if we have something that was came out in November of 1998.
Hmm.
Game Boy Color. I actually have my purple Game Boy Color
I had a purple Game
with
Boy Color too.
oh my gosh. I still have it in my Lugia case with
Nice.
the Pokemon Silver game.
Nice. I think I had
Yeah.
Pokemon Gold. I was a gold girly.
Nice. Yeah, my brother had we all couldn't have the same game. So I had I had Pokemon Blue, my other brother had Pokemon Red, and my other brother had Pokemon Yellow. But because we weren't allowed to have the same game, because otherwise we'd fight over who got to play, and so we each had
Yeah.
to get our own.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah. So I had Pokemon Silver, and my other older brother had Pokemon Gold. I have a lot of siblings, so it's hard to be like, yes, I have this brother and that brother and that brother. There's 15 of us.
Jesus Christ.
So they're like, what brother am I referencing? It's
I have a singular brother, but he was 7 years older than me, so it's like
all of
you're
it.
we were roommates more than anything else.
And they were roommates. August and September in '98, and some crazy northern lights that could have been viewed as far as south as Maryland. That's cool. Good God, that's a lot of siblings. They're not
How do
all
you keep
blood.
track?
I don't.
Crazy.
There are siblings I've never met. Armageddon came out around then. That's crazy. Those cold Wisconsin nights, parents had to keep warm. Back in my day, we didn't have heaters. We had to create our own warmth with friction. It's crazy though. My mom is actually from California, on like the southern of California, so on the border of Mexico, and so she actually like speaks Spanish and like cooked Hispanic food growing up, and like that we had a lot of Hispanic candy in the house a lot.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I cannot speak Spanish, but I can understand when people speak Spanish to me slowly. But I can't.
Speak it slow.
El baño is what I got.
I do like that for because obviously you can craft in this,
Oh
but it
yeah,
also sort of like you have to have the relevant stat for
skill.
crafting.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
which does make sense.
which I don't think applies really to any of you. Maybe if like Korg had the like I could imagine with technology he could maybe fashion an antenna or something out of
Hmm.
out of things that isn't an actual antenna.
Yeah,
And then maybe Mandy could make makeshift medical supplies or something.
like herbs and stuff.
Yeah.
Because like that's
Um
technically crafting, like combining herbs and stuff.
yeah, that's true. You have to
Because it's
know
like you
those
have
things.
to know, like, I would imagine you have to like know which like the ratio and everything if you're doing like a red herb and a green herb.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're gonna get all those herbs. um but yeah, I think I don't know. You could probably your character could probably make a makeshift nail file or
Hmm.
or you know what? There has to be something convoluted that your character would know because
Oh yeah.
all the Valley Girls have that one thing.
I imagine she's very good at discerning the different types of fabrics and textiles.
Yeah,
That's like
sure.
for sure something that she probably would know.
Yeah,
I'll have to think about this in terms of like what would actually be useful for her in the realm of
right.
her like actual
Crafting
character.
something. Yeah,
Hmm.
because so Lawrence, if you're still listening, this whole game is very RP heavy in the sense that like everything is based off of your backstory. Like whether or not you could even make a roll is based off of your backstory. Like if you don't have any experience with guns, then you're not gonna be like you're gonna not have the skills to shoot one. You can still try on that one, but like, do I write that? No. Well, we're gonna have a meeting, and I'll help you create a character, um, for you. Oh, just for your game setting, rifles like AR-15s were still illegal for most Americans to own. So most civilian guns were shotguns, and bolt action rifles. That's good to know. 12 messages were deleted.
It's
Oh,
from he said the F word.
Lawrence,
PG-7.
PG-7. I can't swear. So I feel like every character should have the thing that they could craft. But I feel like it should be limited unless you're a very crafty person. Because I'm going to tell you what, I'm creative and I have some artistic talent, but I am not crafty. It takes me
Yeah.
a hot sec to learn how to craft something. I can't just magically put it together.
Yeah.
So I feel like being crafty is like in itself a very unique knowledge. I feel like that's a specialty for someone. I don't think everyone like I think you're a crafty person.
Hmm.
Like you do a lot of different crafts and stuff. I wish I could. I just like it's a skill set to me. Cuz I
Sometimes I wish my fingers worked a little bit better. Like I'm like, you
yeah.
stupid little idiots. Why aren't you doing what I want you to do? But you know,
Right. Yeah.
they figure it out eventually.
Yeah. Like origami, like if I watch the video enough and I practice a few times I'll get it, but again, that's like I have to learn how to do the
Hmm.
thing. I'm not just naturally crafty. I feel like I need to go put on a collared shirt and tie for this chat. Yeah. Twitch has some virgin ears to mimic concern. I like the idea of collaborating on character design if it pleases the GM. Absolutely. Witchcraft, siegecraft, Nickcraft. What? One of the more popular shows besides Friends started in '98. Whose line is it anyway? I do love that show. That's a funny show.
Hmm.
Um. Anyway, back to game. I get distracted. What were you talking about? Knowledge.
Actions and knowledges and stuff.
Yes. So this little thing has, I think, a cool little skill check comparison. Like modifying a gun would obviously fall under like the firearm skill check. Um, pickpocketing someone is either an awareness or stealth. Like, or I think it's, yeah, awareness or stealth. Pilot and aircraft is systems, but you have to specifically have the piloting,
Yeah.
uh, like, knowledge or system in your background in order to do. Nothing makes me more upset in a movie than someone who has never flown a plane or
Hmm.
even like utilized a simulator, gets in the cockpit and flies a plane. First try.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Like, how you know how to do that?
Oh, like for me, I'm flabbergasted every time. Welcome back, Christian.
I
Ooh.
do like that. So you actually get like a bonus when you have multiple
Mm-hmm.
relevant knowledges or systems, which is
Yes.
basically it reduces the DC,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice because there's nothing worse than like having like two relevant like skills for something and you're only able to use like one. You're
One.
like, well, either use
Stack
acrobatics or
that
athletics.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what if I'm really good at both?
Right. You should be able to use both, and I think that's cool. I like stacking. One of our systems at Red Rose Works is actually stacking. So it's like you can
I love
use
that.
two different skill sets as long as it makes sense, like why you're
Hmm.
stacking them. Role play bonuses. All right. The GM may also wish to apply additional hidden modifiers to any skill check a character makes to encourage players to role play. For instance, when a character attempts a persuasion or empathy skill check, if the player details exactly what the character is saying or even acts it out, the GM can apply a role play bonus to the skill check to make it more likely to succeed. In this way, the player is encouraged to role play their character's actions and words, and this in turn leads to more memorable moments within the game and a richer experience overall. I feel like we're all on board with that, and
Yeah.
is it being like the base anyway? But I will say, if you guys are like really clever and you set yourselves up and you do prep work to do something, that's gonna lower the DC naturally for me.
Yeah.
Because if you guys are like, okay, we need to get across the roof, and you're not just gonna jump, you
Hmm.
guys, like set up a board, or you know what I mean, like balancing is gonna become easier because you guys have put in time and effort into making this
Yeah.
thing safer than just jumping across, which would have been more difficult. Same with like encounters with people. If you guys read a manual,
Hmm.
like I lower the DC on something. Um so there's stuff like that where your guys' actions and efforts to be immersed in the environment, and in your characters, I think is just a good rule of thumb for all systems. But I love that in this one it calls it out, being like,
Yeah, and it
you should
rewards
lower
you.
it. Yeah, 100%. So I do like that. So an example of this is a character uh, wishes to enter a building, but they are currently prevented from doing so by an NPC who lives there. This NPC is particularly frightened and isn't sure who to trust at this time. The character realizes that the only way inside the building is to negotiate with the NPC and convince him to let them in. So, role play effect. Superior bonus. The player comes up with some method or communicates in a way that will significantly help their efforts. That's a +6 to the fucking roll.
Hmm.
That's
That's crazy.
insane. That's insane. I mean, in that case, it could be like, oh, I saved your kid. your
Yeah.
child. I feel like that's a superior bonus of like gaining someone's trust, you know.
Or like offering
Um
like to give them like a very like precious resource that we have in
yeah,
exchange, you know?
right, absolutely. Moderate bonus, the player comes up with a method or communicates in a way that will somewhat help. This +4. Slight bonus, the player comes up with some method or communicates in a way that marginally helps their efforts. This is +2. No bonus. Uh, So you're not able to. You're essentially just talking to them, being like, "Please listen,
Please.
please,
Please,
just
sir.
please, sir, it's just tupper." Uh, Moderate or slight penalty. The player comes up with a method that marginally hinders. So you guys can actually then also hurt yourselves
Make it
and like
worse.
make it worse as well. Um, and I don't tell you guys when it's being applied either. It says these bonuses work best when kept secret.
Which
So
is good because it's like we
yeah.
don't like we shouldn't know the motivations of like an
Mm-hmm.
NPC, you know?
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. I like that. Like you guys
It's it
accidentally reveal to like one of the villains.
Yeah, it like
You're
makes
like
me think of like um Jill's conversation with Kendo versus Leon's conversation with Kendo and like the gunsmith and like how he's very
yeah,
like standoffish and stuff because he doesn't know Leon. But with
right.
Claire, you see like a completely different side of him because he knows her. Where it's like
Right.
you wouldn't know that side of him really if you hadn't played
Yeah.
like RE3.
Yeah, 100%. I think that that's obviously going to be a factor. I mean, if you're a trusted ally, you're not going to have to make a roll as much unless you're asking them to do something that would be completely out of
Hmm.
nature or that would harm them. Um or like could harm them. But I think like I do like that this has like a strict bonus on it too though because that helps me as a GM not that I play favorites or anything, but to ensure that I'm keeping it fair by
Yeah.
keeping all actions equal. Like I may forget within 13 episodes if I had made this type of check or like when you do this action a -2 or a minus like I could forget that.
Yeah, it's
So
like
this
if we were to
just
like try to be like, let's say we find like an area that we need to like
mhm.
blow up the door or something, and we're like, oh, we know that there are explosives in this building, so we come up with a
Mhm.
plan to go get like the explosives to like get our way through. But the amount of noise and so we didn't even think of like, oh, the amount of noise that that's going to
Right.
attract, and now we have like a horde of zombies coming after
Zombies.
us.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. You guys already have two from
Yeah,
chat.
yeah.
Chat paid bits to send hordes your way. Lauren says also prevents brute forcing crazy ideas just to see if you can make the GM laugh. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Because it's easy to make me laugh. It's not hard. Befriend the local possums. I mean, Mandy might. Mandy might. But yeah, I think this is a great uh a chart to keep it fair and honest and
Mhm.
ensures that it's not just bonuses that you guys actually can really fuck yourselves and not
Yeah.
know. You're like
Mhm.
you roll a natural 20, you have like a +2 on your stats, but then like you have a -6.
It's like It's like
You're like,
if
"Oh
we
wow, we must have fucked
encounter
up there."
here's what I imagine. We encounter
Yeah.
someone from Umbrella,
Uh-huh.
and my character tries to, like, be like, "Oh, you might know my dad, he, he." And, yeah, they do know my dad, but they fucking hate my dad, so now they're definitely not gonna be fucking doing what we ask.
Exactly. Yeah. They're like, yeah, no, fuck that guy. Pretentious asshole. Man, I do like that. I like that little chart there. I'm gonna have to make sure I have that ready and available at all times because I feel
You
like
should
it's
go
gonna
in and, like,
come.
screenshot certain things and, like, put them in,
Yeah,
like, a cohesive document to reference back since this
little
is,
cheat sheet.
146 pages long.
Absolutely, absolutely. I wonder if actually he may have a GM cheat sheet in here. I don't know. He might. My
Maybe.
eye's blurry. It's from
Stop
squinting too
that.
much. I stop.
Relax.
Telling you I. Okay, resting. This is okay. This is extremely important for us to know
Yes.
because of the fact that this is a timed event. You guys have 3 fucking days to get out of the city
Mhm.
total, right? And maybe not even then. Like I feel it depends like how fast you guys are progressing. I might shorten that time, but
Yeah.
essentially you have like 2.5, 3 days to get out of the
Mhm.
city before it becomes overrun to the point like, and that's where Leon's story starts, right?
Yeah.
Um where like things are just, you can't even get anywhere. So, I feel like this is going to be a sacrifice to you guys, like resting and trying to recover HP this way.
Yeah.
So, characters can choose to rest during a game. Resting grants them a chance to catch their breath and recuperate, while also providing some downtime in which they may pursue other goals, such as practicing a new skill. A character can rest at any time, but their players should remain aware that events in the game world do not stop while they are resting. Monsters and dangers continue to prowl, and if a character is not careful to find a safe place to rest, they may find themselves in trouble. Now, I do have safe rooms in every location because of the
Mhm.
games. Like, so you guys like will have areas that are dedicated to resting. Like,
Mhm.
or if you're like being chased by a predator, you're gonna run into this room and it's gonna be fine. Mr. X
If
can't.
we're being chased by, we're definitely going to be at
Yeah.
multiple points in the game.
Oh, for sure. How much does charisma mechanics play into the system? Only flaw I could see is that is it could incentivize spotlight characters who are optimized for skill checks rather than sharing play at the table, but that could be also addressed in other balancing mechanics. That was a relation to the other section. Feel free to pass this over. No, I feel like that is really fair. I think charisma does play a lot in Apocalypse, given the fact that generally you're trying to be trustworthy so people don't murder you or
Mhm.
sacrifice you or like just don't help you. But I will say for like my tables, there's always that like discussion or that vibe check that we essentially put out there that you're role playing and that this is collaborative storytelling. And I've had to do it at like conventions and stuff at tables where I essentially cut them off. Where I'm like,
Mhm.
and let's hear what the other people have to say. And like it's always a little awkward because you're essentially telling someone to shut up, even in a polite way. But I don't think we'll have an issue with like our game. But yeah, mechanically, I think there are going to be times you can't, I mean, it's zombies, you can't talk to a zombie and talk your way out. I think Korg will try
Yeah.
to riz up a zombie,
I
but
feel like this game actually like it's because like I'm imagining my character to be like a pretty
mm-hmm,
charismatic person. So
yeah,
I'm gonna have a lot of like kind of charisma based
yeah, but it's a
stats, but that's also not really useful. Like that's not the most important skill.
90% of the
Like
time, yeah.
the skills that like Mandy and Korg's character are going to have are going to be much more useful,
Yeah,
probably, unless we get really creative, with, and I think that's like the part of the challenge is getting creative
yeah,
with like, the skill sets that you choose.
mm-hmm.
But I
It's
think
also
like, uh,
a different type of charisma. Like
mhm,
the way you're charismatic is going to get those different bonuses or penalties based on how you
mhm,
talk to people or the type of people you talk to.
yeah,
So I think that's also interesting that like I think that also helps balance things too in terms of who's always doing the talking because
yeah,
you're not just because you're the charismatic one doesn't always mean that you're the right person to talk. Like
yeah,
Korg might be the better person to talk in cases of like someone who's really authoritative and strict and
yeah,
like
like
more
someone who's like
like
military or something like that.
right.
I think
Yeah.
also like, and I have full trust in like you as like the GM.
Mhm.
The GM has to set up situations where characters can shine, like different characters can
Yes.
shine. So it's like, I don't know, I feel like me as a player, I sort of like know when a situation is like, I'm like, oh, this is for like Mandy's character. Like Mandy's
Right.
character is gonna fucking nail this. Or like,
Mhm.
oh, this is like more tech based. So like, oh, Korg's this might be up
Right.
more Korg's alley. So I think that's also like having that cognizance, like as a player.
Mhm.
is really important. But yeah, I mean, I've played at tables where you have to like be like, "Oh, hey, buddy, you're
Yeah.
not the only person here."
Yeah, let someone else try the thing. Um yeah, and I think too, like in this game, it sets up people for it to be all specific. Like
Hmm.
just cuz uh like how to use some computer systems, Corey's going to do more. But
Yeah.
when it comes to anything umbrella related,
Hmm.
your character is going to be superior in that fashion, regardless of even if he is the more tech savvy person, because
Yeah.
you utilizing a corporate, because I imagine Umbrella is rich enough and has enough money where they're like Google and they utilize their own shit. Like it's not
Yeah.
open access. They're not using Nets, what is it, NetSpread or Internet Explorer. They probably have their own web browser that they created or
Hmm.
manufactured
Like
because they can.
navigating like the actual like systems and
Yes.
everything, like
Right.
the
Yeah.
system, the programs, the software, you know.
Right. Yeah. So there's going to be things like that where there are, that is also going to distinguish whether or not someone, I think it's all context. And I think again, you have to have that talk with your players in any game or any system where it's like this is collaborative. If you feel like you're talking the whole time, maybe ask another player what they want to do.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And sometimes you're in it. I don't. We're not going to have the problem with this group. But there are times where I've been in a, like in a game where no one was talking, and so I had to do all the talking
Yeah,
because no
that
one else
sucks too.
wanted to talk. Yeah. So I was like essentially guiding the whole group because they just were like timid, being like, "Well, like, oh, could I do that?" And I was like, "Yeah, do it. You do this. This is your character's time to shine. Let someone else do this, please."
Yeah.
I
And I
don't
think
want to do
also
all the
it's
roles.
like a lot of the times, especially in that situation, it's like
Yeah.
once you sort of open the door, people feel a lot more comfortable kind of stepping in when
Right.
they feel they can.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I don't think that it's gonna be an issue with us.
No.
We're Korg and I in particular fucking talk so much.
Yeah, yeah. And Mandy's character is closed off, so it makes sense that she isn't going to be a big talker.
Mhm.
But I know that she's such a good role player that it's not going to come off as like her being shunned or like you guys
Yeah.
are forefronted. It's no, it's purposeful. It's part of who this character is. And again, I think Mandy's character is going to have the biggest character development and arc in like the
Mhm.
entire series, given the fact that she's so closed off and like
Yeah.
meant to not be a people person and now suddenly is forced, like has forced proximity with a group of individuals and meets a bunch of strangers. So I'm excited to see all of it, but I don't think we're gonna have a problem. Like, and obviously when we have guests are going to, I think, naturally make a bigger show of themselves because,
Mhm.
oh hi James, thanks for the follow. um I think because of the fact that they're only here for maybe 2 hours or
Yeah.
maybe one episode, that, yeah, they're naturally going to want to talk and want to be engaged as much as possible. But knowing all of these guests are role players, I again don't think we're going to have an
Mhm.
issue
Because
with
that's the
people
thing too,
who,
like in this type of you want the guests to make an impact.
right, they're there for a very specific reason.
Mhm.
So, like, that's the fun part for me as a GM too, is like getting all these people their characters and ensuring that, like, I want them to create a character they want to play, not just one I'm
Mhm.
like, you need to play this character. I do have like suggestions for like Lawrence as an example, or like Jay. Like I have an idea of like characters they would like to play,
Mhm.
right? But if they wanted to go a different route, they absolutely could. It's my job to ensure that it makes sense. Though I may have be like, well, in this section, like they're going to be here and they're going to be doing this, and um, I I want to ensure that they're not just really out of place. There's no purpose for them to be there. There's no purpose for why you're engaging with them outside of the fact that they're engaging. Um,
Mhm.
but I mean, that's also part of the apocalypse. So I don't fucking know. We'll find out.
Yeah.
gonna see. Yes, let chaos reign. Retire rock star. Turned politician. Nailed it, Lawrence. That's exactly what I had in mind for you. You read my mind. Okay, back to resting. I got in a tangent there a little bit because I was talking about the safe room and then I read chat. Uh, ba- Baker turned medic. I mean, people change their careers all the time. People go to school for one thing, drop out. Okay, so a character can rest at any time. We read that. A character that rests consecutively for at least 8 hours recovers D3. That's like nothing.
Yeah,
Oh
dude.
my god, that sucks. D3
Especially
HP
when we
up
were
to the
going through and like
maximum.
reading some of the damage that these fucking monsters do. That's
Yes.
fucking nothing, dude.
So, like, your health is, what was it? Like,
but
1d12
but
or some shit?
but
That's insane.
further down you see the recovering HP and healing. So we get into like the green herb, which can restore,
Right.
it's not a huge amount but a significant amount, and then plus like the
Right.
first aid does is 3d4 plus the user's healing modifier. Like that's a
Oh, yeah,
significant amount.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm just so shocked that
Yeah.
resting is such a consequence.
Okay,
The
but
fact that it's not as
when you
rewarded.
when you think about it though,
Yeah.
if you're bleeding from the side and you fall asleep, you wake up,
You're
you're
gonna
still going to be
die.
fucking bleeding.
If you fall asleep bleeding out, you're gonna not wake up.
Well, and then
That's
it's no
gonna
one's
happen.
problem anymore.
Exactly. But no, it does make sense. It makes sense from a realism standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
But my god, does that suck?
I feel like we're so conditioned to
can't.
like fantasy D&D type mechanics where it's like, oh yes, a long rest, I am completely healed.
Oh, I hate that. I don't like the completely healed thing.
I hate that too.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. But I mean, like, in this game in particular, like, for me, it's mechanically, not like realism. It's mechanically because there is such a consequence to falling asleep,
Mm-hmm.
right? Where it's you are constantly under attack. Things don't stop moving. Enemies aren't good. Like, if you had a nemesis on you,
You're fucked, dude.
you're fucked. Like, you can't sleep. You're gonna die. You're going to die if you stand still that long.
And also, like, so in the next part where it's tiredness and exhaustion,
right.
you have to sleep for at least 4 hours within a 24-hour period, or else you will suffer even more penalties.
Right. So it's like, it is such a consequence for it to do so little for you. It's like, mechanically is what I'm saying. But I think it does make realistic sense that you're not actually healing much when it comes to like sleeping, because what does sleep do except maybe it would be good. I think you should, if one of you guys was sick, I might like sleeping off a sickness is what you should do, right? Like, you do need rest if you're ill, and you do feel, I don't know about you, but I always feel better after a nap. Like, when I'm sick. Yeah. So I feel like if you guys got infected or something, you might heal more if you slept after being cleared of the virus.
So here's an extra bonus is I'm reading further down. So with like bandages, so if like you're bleeding, you wrap yourself with bandages, you rest, you get an additional 1 HP added to your rest.
Because you bandaged yourself.
Because you bandaged.
Yeah. I think, is that in here, or is that something you were like,
that's in here. That's part of the healing items and their effects. So like a medical kit, you get a +2 bonus to any of your healing checks, and then it restores an additional +2 HP.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
That's different. The brown herb is for like the infection points. That's specifically for infection points. There's not. I think that's specifically made up for this game.
Okay.
I think that's to combat the infection, like,
got it,
and to heal from the infection.
Right. Because, I was like, what the hell? I was like, what game did I miss that has, like, a browner? But I think as a GM, though, and I think maybe I'm too kind. People say I'm a sadistic GM, and, like, I torture my players sometimes with, like, how cruel I can be on an occasion for like how many enemies I throw at them, or being like, well, that sucks to suck. You rolled 3 for your health.
Yeah, dude.
Or so, you know. But I think I am kind in the sense that I give bonuses a lot when where it makes sense though.
Hmm.
And like I said, I think for like, oh no, my MacBook, it needs to be charged.
Oh.
Um I think when it comes to something like an illness, you know, it's just known that sleeping can give you some additional recovery. And so I think
Yeah.
there's things like that that I would include even if it wasn't a part of the rules. I needed to scroll
And then
down a
like
page.
so like and you can like obviously mix together the herbs. So like the
Mm-hmm.
red herb, obviously like how it is in the game, it triples the effect of other colored
Yeah.
herbs when mixed with them. So like if you're like real if like you're fucking almost dead, but you have a red and a green herb, you get
You're
3d4
Gucci. You're Gucci.
plus your healing modifier in healing.
Yeah. Always save the green herbs if you can. Use the first aid spray first.
Yeah, dude.
Save the green herbs. Especially if there's yellow in this game, like in this game. Because again, I was thinking like, oh, well, yellow wouldn't come up yet because,
So
you know,
yellow acts as like a temporary HP instead of how in like
right.
4 it's
It
like the permanent
increases your
boost.
overall. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like it's temporary and it remains for 1 hour,
Yeah. That's interesting.
which I
An
think
hour
I think is
of
nice.
game, I'm guessing. Game
Yeah.
time, an hour. Yeah. Lauren says, I would argue that because the players cannot actually feel how much only 4 hours of sleep sucks. I don't know. I only sleep 4 hours on average. You can function, but again, I'm not an apocalypse. When you know the right tactics to survive in these environments, that is actually tilted in the advantage of the players. Tiffany going full Rambo, running the stream on a Mac that's not plugged in. Dude, this MacBook is fighting for its life at all times. It is fighting for its life. Poor girl. She's running hard. Um, but I think that, yeah, 4 hours does really suck. I think especially with so much adrenaline that
Hmm.
you're hitting these crashes really hard.
Yeah.
Too. So
Especially when
it's
you
like,
consider like by the time we sort of start, I imagine it'll
yeah,
probably be like all of us coming together, like we'll have kind of been like getting fucked up by the apocalypse for like at least a half a day at that point, you know?
right. Yeah. I think I think yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know, resting just fucking sucks, bro, in this game. I don't think you guys could sleep 8 hours.
No, probably not. But I think
That's
here's the thing.
cutting
We don't have to sleep 8 hours, we have to sleep 4 hours.
4. Yeah. I was like
But
sleeping.
if one of us gets fucking really injured, then yeah, we would want to sleep.
Yeah. And I mean, the penalty does really suck.
Yeah, I think it's weighing that cost of would we rather have a penalty to our skill checks or would we rather risk
-4 is pretty hard.
fucking would we rather risk having someone come in and snipe us while we're sleeping? But also like
Right.
we could do like, it's like
Shit. But
on and off, you know?
shifts mean that you guys are losing time because like that's even if one of you stayed up. Hi, Manana.
Yeah.
Even if one of you stayed up, you still would need 8 hours,
Well, we would need
right?
4.
But 4 for
So
each
it's
person. So if one
well,
person was
but
staying up,
so yeah, if one person was staying up. However, my idea would be that like one of us can take the negative. One of us would take
got it.
it's like that sacrifice weighing
So
like the pros and cons. It's like, well, one of us could take the penalty until we find another safe
sure,
area and
yeah,
then they can rest.
yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that I think is the better way because
Hmm.
losing 8 hours in a game where like you have 3 days, that's half
Yeah.
your time. That's
Yeah.
half. That's insane to get out.
Or it's like
Like
if we
and
maybe like set
dangerous.
up set up some sort of like alarm system that would wake us up You know, it's like those
You
kind of
hope it
things where it's like
works.
you have to like you have to hope that it works.
Yeah, that'd be
Otherwise, we're getting
tripping.
killed in our
Yeah.
sleep in the first session.
Right. So I think that's so interesting. I think that's really interesting. I think that's like a part of the game though. Is like you guys
Mhm.
having to make those decisions and make those sacrifices. And imagine if you guys are solo. You know what I mean? Like you get
Yeah.
separated, you're just taking the negative because
Mhm.
there's no way you're going to sleep by yourself.
No.
Like I mean, I won't like for sake of like you guys can't sleep in a safe room, right? Like that's not fair.
No, no,
Okay?
no.
Safe room is like,
What
oh
I
shit, we're
imagine
gonna fucking die.
what
Like
I
need to run.
imagine of like the safe room is like there's
Yeah.
sort of a timer on it,
Yes.
right? Like
Yeah.
when we go into it, we're safe for like an hour or two. We can
Mhm.
regroup, we can kind of like, sort through our inventory, blah 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 blah. Something is going to happen that is going to push us from the safe room and then it is no longer accessible to us as a safe room,
Right.
you know?
Right.
That's kind of like how
Absolutely.
I'm imagining you running it.
Yeah. And that is kind of my idea is like the safe rooms are limited. This is for you running in and out. This is like to reset Mr. X, you
Yeah.
know. Uh but it's like it's not the cure all to all the
I can't
difficult
wait for the moment
decisions.
where the in RE2 where you're going down, you're outside or you're going down the stairs and there's that um like some sort of like shed closet like whatever like and there's like the two zombies outside of it and then like you kill them and then you go in and it's like the room but the
Yeah.
actual safe room isn't, you have to keep going to get into the safe
Yes.
room.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the first time that you're running from Mr. X in that area, you think that just going into the building is the
You're
safe room, and then
fine.
you realize he comes in after you, and you're like, oh my
Oh
god.
shit. Yeah, you're like, oh god. And you start running.
He's
You're
not
like,
supposed to be able to
Jesus.
do that.
Dude, that game captures horror so well. I
Yeah.
fucking love Resident Evil. Um, but I think like yeah, with the safe room, it's a reminiscent thing of the game, and it's also because I want you guys to like have a fighting chance at 13 games.
Yeah.
This is my like I love you.
Yeah.
But
But also, like, I think
I'm
that
not afraid to
it's,
kill you. You guys have
yeah.
backup characters. We will ensure that they're fully made. But like I'm not going to hold back. If you guys are going to
Yeah.
die and you I'm not going to sugarcoat that. You're going to die.
I also think that, like, if, like, we have to, if you're gonna be stupid, like,
You're going to pay the
you,
consequence.
you're
Yeah.
gonna pay the consequences, like
Yeah.
you have to, it is literally life or death for your character. So it's like, are you going to take stupid, unnecessary risks
Right.
or are
This
you going
isn't
to play it smart?
right. This isn't a one shot for your characters,
Yeah.
And so it's like for them this is what they're living through. And you have to
Hmm.
honor like some people are reckless. Some people would do the dumb thing because that's who they are as people, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like most people in this case aren't gonna just rush in because you
Yeah.
don't have unlimited lives. Like you have
Hmm.
one in this game. There
It's like
is
you better
no
be a
coming
very
back.
hardy character if like you're
Yeah.
rushing around doing fucking stupid. You better, if you're gonna be stupid, you better be tough.
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
like,
Absolutely.
so
They
yeah, I
better
think that
not.
like, and I think that we all understand that going into this game that like we're gonna, it's not a guns blazing game. It's like
No.
you have to
It's a
play pretty
strategy. Yeah.
conservatively and strategically.
Mhm.
And I think that that is a very interesting challenge. Um,
Yeah.
especially like coming out of like a lot of like sort of D&D sort games,
Mhm.
it's like it's an interesting fun challenge to think
Yeah.
in that capacity.
Yeah, like this isn't there is no magic that's going to bring you back. There is
Hmm.
no like get out a free jail card. There's no
Yeah.
reassurances. There's no like you there's no like ring of +1 first level
Hmm.
spells. Like if you're out of bullets, you're fucking out of bullets.
Yeah.
And they're not respawning either. So it's like if you guys deplete the ammo in which I've set up for a room, that's it then. Like, you guys, there's no more in the building. Like, you've
Yeah.
used up the ammo, and now you have to
Hmm.
figure out a way to safely get to the next section without any ammo.
Yeah.
So it's just like the safe room, because this is all of our first times playing it, is like the scapegoat of like, shit, I didn't give you guys enough supplies, or oh
Hmm.
shit, you guys didn't realize how quick you guys would spend it. And so it's like it's really like that grace period. And
It's
again,
like it's like the
I love you.
tutorial
Yeah.
section of like
Yeah.
we have our little kitty wheels on for at least a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe in season 2, like I said, if this like does, I think it'll do really well, but if the series does really well, then season 2, maybe we won't have safe rooms. Maybe we'll find them redundant or unnecessary, or
Hmm.
maybe you guys are like, no, we need safe rooms.
Yeah.
we need we need safe rooms in at least every section. But I mean, there are some sections in the game that you may not have easy access based off of like where you guys will be. You may not
Hmm.
have access to a safe room. You might have to go back to get to it.
Yeah.
But I think that's fair. You know, like if you're in the street, you know, you're not gonna have a safe room.
Yeah.
You're kind of
Yeah.
just, you have to go
Better run
back to,
fast.
right. Either you have to go back to where you know there is one, or you have to pray to God there is one in the next
Yeah.
area that you're going. Uh, I mean, there's I feel called out. It's not reckless. It's called being a go-getter. Yeah, savage. I mean, there's zombies. Like, kind of feels like there's maybe a way back. There isn't, though. You're not coming back from being a zombie. You're just a zombie, and then I gain all control. No. Tutorials throw a tyrant at them. The first 5 minutes RE3 style. Nemesis off the bat. Well, they're
Yeah,
already
dude.
Christian. They're already starting off with 2 hordes being thrown at them
Yeah.
because of chat. So if like there's different rewards and things. So with bits, I think it's like what 500, and you guys essentially send a horde after the group.
Yeah.
They get
Which I think
whatever
is
they're
good,
doing.
like if like to like move us along. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, move along or
Yeah.
get fucking eaten.
Right. And I think it's time. Like I think only it can only happen 3 times in any session. So like 3 times an episode.
Hmm.
Um so out for the night. Have a good night, Lawrence. Thanks for
Good
coming
night.
in. We'll meet soon so you can create your character. Yeah, I have to reach out to all the guests in the next week to be like, hey, because I mean, the first few episodes are 3 solo ones, which will get us into next month anyway. But then I don't plan on having guests thrown in right away. Um,
Yeah.
when you 3 come together, that's something that I'm planning for later.
Yeah. It's like kind of like letting us sort of establish the
Your
dynamics of the
dynamic.
group. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't want to just throw a guest in. I'm trying, like about everything. I'm very intentional, and like I'm putting a lot of thought into
Hmm.
into where all these things come together. So I'm excited to see how it turns out. But yeah, resting sucks in this game. We're still in that section. It
Super
sucks.
sucks.
Super sucks, guys. The game does sound fun, right? I like. I think this is when you sent this to me. I was like, oh,
Hmm.
it'd be really cool to run a Resident Evil game. But then I started like flipping through and reading that like first section with like character creation and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, this is like a dream game. This is so cool. It's
Yeah,
just
dude.
all role play. It's
Yeah,
pretty
dude.
much all role play. Yeah, I'm fucking pumped. A character can heal themselves using a recovery item or attempt to heal someone else. They must be adjacent to a willing character. Again, yeah. I think the only time that movement is ever going to be a thing is like in a boss fight.
Hmm.
So we'll still calculate it, but I don't think you guys are ever going to have to worry about where your character is really, except
Yeah.
who's in front of the charge because they run faster. and who's the
Mhm.
last person. that's that's the important lineup right there.
Yep.
um yeah. First aid spray. Okay, so I'm gonna be real with you. I am only having these in areas where it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put it in a drawer randomly.
It's like if we're in like a school and we're in like the nurse's
The nurse's
office.
office.
Yeah.
You will find supplies there, you
That
know.
makes sense. Or
Yeah.
like I imagine like maybe like a medical kit is like, any sort of like
Mhm.
public area where there's like, like they have like the first aid.
Mhm. Yes. Yeah. So, I think a police vehicle will have first aid,
Hmm.
right? Not all of them
Yeah.
likely because you're in the middle of an apocalypse, so some of those bags might be gone. But
Hmm.
like there are many places you could logistically find them.
Yeah.
Uh
Like we can go to like an ambulance. We could find maybe find
right.
like a fire truck. Like
Yeah, absolutely. We need a dank herb emote. I'll work on that. I Okay, the thing is, I didn't realize there's only a limited slot for
so you
emotes.
get more slots. You get more slots
Right.
with more like
With more
subscribers.
right. So everybody get me to 40 subs cuz otherwise I can't cuz I'm maxed out on emotes right now. I'm maxed out. So, give me to 40 subs cuz that's the next benchmark. You have your goal. If you want the herb, you're going to have to up that level cuz I can't do anything about that. uh Character advancement and leveling up. At certain points during a character's adventure, most commonly after experiencing some major event or challenge, their skills and abilities um, can improve through a process known as leveling up. Whenever a character levels up, they gain the following permanent bonuses. It is important to note these changes on the character sheet. So D3 increase to HP, one stat point to spend in any stat. Note a character cannot reduce stat values during level up. The stat point may be used to increase the character's maximum HP instead. Interesting. Stat point. One stat point applied to the stat mod utilized by the character since their last level up or character creation. Stat in question is determined by the GM based on the character's most commonly used actions.
I love that.
That is so cool. I like that too. That is so cool. One stat point applied to the stat of the characters to the to the stat that the character utilized well in some crucial moment since their last level up. So, like, if you guys were to get like that superior bonus or something, that's like the type of role I
Hmm.
imagine. Or maybe I don't know, like you come up with something really fucking clever,
Yeah.
really clever. Maybe then. Um, uh, when they scored a critical hit or when they performed an action that brought about a great benefit or averted. I don't like it being like a natural 20. I don't
Hmm.
like that idea because that seems so lame in
Because it's
comparison.
like it's more like based on like
A real
probability than
moment.
like
Yeah,
actual like thought.
right. It should be on a real moment.
Hmm.
I mean, if you rolled a 20, like a natural 20 on it, and it was an epic moment where that was like you came up with something really clever and you happened to roll a natural 20, that's all the better. It makes it even more
Yeah.
an epic moment. Um, but yeah, no, I think I'm not going to do it based off of a d20 in general. I think it's you guys come up with something really fucking clever
Hmm.
and utilize the skill. There's no limit to how high a stat value can become via a level up. The GM decides when a character is to be awarded a level up. So this is where like I was thinking, I was like, there could be a chance for you guys to level up even during season 1 because of
Mhm.
like this do or die moment.
Yeah.
But there is also a chance you guys do not do this. And if you guys choose not to, I don't think you would level up then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So it's
I think also like if we like if it's like a thing where like we fucking scrape by like the fucking nut of our ball sack, like
you
we're
just
like
it's bad the whole game. Yeah.
yeah, it's like off like we literally barely survived the encounter. It's like did we really earn anything from that?
yeah, right?
Whereas like
Uh
if we came together and like really like problem solved and like planned and strategized,
you're going to be rewarded. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Random 98 thing people could smoke in bars and restaurants. Okay, I didn't know that. I did know that. In Wisconsin, it was around for a long time in
I think
bars.
there's still places that you can smoke
Yeah,
inside.
just for the initial setup episodes. Yeah. Dude, I'm so excited for your solo episode. I in each of your bios I wrote like a little idea of where you
Mhm.
guys are starting and where like to guide you guys a bit cuz the role this episode does have to be guided a little bit compared to the
Yeah.
rest of it because
Yeah.
of the fact that you all have to end up in the same spot. So, I'm going to start you off with an idea of like this is probably what your character would do. You obviously can talk to me if you don't think it's right.
Mhm.
Um
I think I saw
but
mine. Mine I'm down for.
yeah, right. And so I was like because I actually figured out where that nail salon would be
Mhm.
in comparison to where I need you to be. I also figured out where like core where the Radio Shack is, and
Perfect.
also where Mandy's mom would live. So I was able to coordinate where those three things are and find a central location that would work for all three of those.
Sick.
So
That's
I
going to
was
be
like,
fun.
yeah. So it's like Mandy needs to go to her mom's. Korg is heading to the parking structure. You are at the nail salon.
Mhm.
And so it's like it centralizes you all enough for me as the GM
Yeah.
to get you to the same location by the end of each of those episodes. So, but I think I'm very excited because there's plenty of things for you guys to choose to do and like role play your characters, but this is like it does have to be a little more guided than what I would I think this game in general it had like in the setting that I'm running where it's like Raccoon City and trying to give some marriage to the video games that
Mhm.
some of it is guided. But I have
I
you guys can choose multiple paths. There isn't just
because
one.
like here's the thing, it's like
Yeah.
you're in a set you're in a setting where you
Yeah.
know the ending of it. You know how
Yes.
it ends.
Yes.
So it's like there is sort of like you're on a little bit of railroad in that capacity, but like what you
Right.
do to get to where you need to go is kind of your choice. But
Right. Yeah.
know that there is an end and
Yeah.
shit is happening elsewhere.
Yes. Yes. And so in total, like you guys can know this because it's fine. Because also how funny if you're like, what are the other ways? There are three ways to get out of the city that I've given you. Only three. Because there are going to be limited options,
Yeah.
right? But I'm not going to be a dick and be like, no, you have to do this one way.
Hmm.
But there's three ways. Because when shit's going down and like systems fall apart, there are only three ways to go.
Yeah. And especially because
So,
it's like Raccoon City is like kind of like a place that's very like because of the Arkley Mountains, it's like
yeah,
you
isolated.
can't really there's only a few ways in and out of the city to begin with. Like
Right. Yeah. And
it's like getting
so
into it's like Manhattan. Like if you were to try to get out of Manhattan, it's like there are
good
only a
fucking
couple of
luck. Yeah.
bridges in and out and the Lincoln Tunnel, which I don't want to go into the Lincoln
I
Tunnel,
wouldn't
brother.
either. I would not either during the apocalypse. No thanks. But yeah, no, and that's like exactly it. So there are three ways. I think I know which way you guys are naturally gonna go. Because
Mhm.
I think it's going to be the one that makes the most sense. But there are two other additional ways that if you guys do certain things or go certain places, you will find, and you will like find clues to essentially find this way out.
I
But
was gonna
all
ask, is there like a like if we do something
mm-hmm.
and accidentally fuck one of our ways out,
Yeah.
do we would we then have to like we'd have to like pivot? Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
uh-oh.
there is like yeah. Like you guys could fuck yourselves at
Okay.
some point. But
I'm
that's
just like
part of
wondering,
it.
like it's
Yeah.
because it's like sometimes it's like no, you need to choose between these three, and then the other two are blocked out, no longer accessible to you.
No,
You know?
you would
Okay.
always have the chance to do all three. Like, you could each choose a different one if you
Hmm.
wanted to, but I don't think you're going to have the time for that. But I think the only time that that would come to it is if at the end, like, you guys are running out of time, you could fuck yourselves over with one of the other options based off of
Yeah.
time.
Hmm.
But one of them is just, like, one of them is a quick way out, but it's extremely hard.
Hmm.
Like, it's not, to find that way out is not the easy one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's quickest because you don't have to do a lot once you find it, but it's extremely hard to find, which is
Hmm.
why. But that's essentially my scapegoat for you guys if you do fuck up real bad in the end. It's like my scapegoat being like, there is still a way out. Good luck, but it's still there. You guys can find it. I believe in you. Zipline, rocket ship, or in the back of a white van are my guesses. Wow, read my mind, Savage. You ruined the whole series. Ruined the whole series.
Scrap it.
Scrap, start over. Uh, but yeah, so there are multiple ways. There are some buildings that I'm not fleshing out solely because I don't have time. And
Yeah.
like, you guys realistically are going to be stuck in a certain area because of the
Hmm.
fact that you you would die trying to get to an entire other section of the city
Yeah.
unless you somehow come up with a brilliant fucking plan. And then
Hmm.
I'm just fucked. And that's where I call
Because
the
it's like
episode
also like
and
thinking
do a lot
about
of
like
prep. Yeah.
thinking about like the early days of like the outbreak, it's like there were like riots and stuff going on where it's like people were in the streets. And then it slowly starts to like peter out, but
Right.
and become like overrun. But like
Yes.
I imagine it was like there's probably blockades. I mean, we
Yeah.
see an entire section of road just fucking collapsed in.
Collapsed. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's not a good idea to just wander through the city, I imagine.
Yeah. And so yeah, like and that's why I gave you guys a map of the whole
Mhm.
city, right? Like, you guys are going to start an area and I genuinely think you're probably going to stay in that area. I have fleshed out some things slightly past that area
Yeah.
because I can't predict everything that you will do. Um but as a
It's also
GM,
like you'll know sort of like going
yeah,
into like a next episode if you need to kind of go in and make adjustments.
yes.
It's much easier to do that than to,
Do it all up
speculate that
front.
we're going to go into all of them and then, spend hours and hours putting time
Right.
into fleshing out these buildings and us never even fucking look their direction.
Exactly. So I'm like, I as a seasoned GM as well, like, I will tell you this, I've played a lot of games where it's like the same setting, or like the same adventure multiple
Mhm.
times, and every time it's completely different of like what the players do. But it always ends the same.
Yeah.
Always. And it's because, like, as a GM, I know how to guide players without forcing them to do exactly what I want them to. Like,
Yeah.
they have the free will and the free reign, but they always will end up at the
Mhm.
destination. It's either
Yeah.
they succeed or they fail. Like, those are your two options. Either you're
Yeah.
going to die or you're going to make it out of the city. And I predictably can like, knowing my players, knowing the characters that they're making, that it my money is on the first adventure. They all die. Is it the solo adventures or the first one they're all together though, Sithy? Uh but like I have like the belief because I know the play style of you guys that
Yeah.
I know the direction you'd go. And I feel like I know kind of that area, and those are the sections I've really fleshed out because that's what I truly believe you're going to go down that road
Hmm.
based off of what you'll find, based off of, but there are other options. It
Yeah.
is not guided play. You guys are
Hmm.
open to do anything you want to try to do. You may not be successful, but you're more than welcome to always try.
You can
I
certainly
want
try.
Yes, I want you guys to play the game you want to play. I don't want to railroad you. I there are some things that will be naturally based off of how this game works, right? Which is you have 3 days to get out.
Yeah.
That is the ultimate goal, is to get out. It is not to save humanity. You guys are not the heroes of the story, right? You guys are civilians
Hmm.
trying to survive in this. And like
Yeah.
in future series, like we were talking about, is like there could be a scenario where uh you are the heroes. Like your character's coming back. Maybe they work for the government, maybe they work for BSAA. Like, you know, there are those options down the line where like those are your characters, those are the things you're doing, and your goal is to save humanity. But this
Yeah.
one is get the fuck out. Just get the
Yeah,
fuck
dude.
out. And you got 3 ways to do it, and you don't know what those are. You don't know
It'll be
how, but you're
fine.
gonna try.
It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
You're just like, how do we get the fuck out of here? Okay, where were we? Okay, leveling up. Additional bonuses. On occasion, it is possible that your character may attain an additional bonus through their actions, advancing their skills or abilities outside of level up. Most commonly, the results from a character's studies into learn, which is what we talked about like last time we were on here, which is you guys can learn information that would give you
Hmm.
insight to make skill checks. So like learning about BOWs, learning
Yeah.
about like if you read a manual, if you
Yeah.
like if you read all the PDFs, then
Yeah.
you guys can gain knowledge. You can gain the knowledges that are associated with the things that you're reading. Welcome back, Curtis.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
still hanging out.
we've made it a whole page.
I feel like we've talked about the actual like game probably like
Yes,
cumulative like 40 minutes
I'm proud of
combined with
us.
this week and last week.
I'm proud of us.
We're doing it, dude.
We're doing it. Yeah, we're not so our first session of where we're actually creating the characters on stream is going to be Mandy's character, and that's this Friday. So on the 5th, is that it? Yeah.
Well, this Friday is the 29th
What's
is
the
you're going to be
20th?
making the character. The 5th is the first
29th
solo
is
with
the
Mandy.
first. Yeah, so the 29th we're making Mandy's character, and then next Tuesday, I don't know what date that is. The 3rd?
The second.
2nd. We're making Korg and Myriad's character. And then on the 5th, which is that Friday, is Mandy's first episode. Um, so that is like the 4 hour session of like how she essentially comes into the apocalypse, how her character reacts to it, and gets her to the location that eventually all 3 of them are going to meet for the first time. And then Myriad's episode is going to be on the 26th. So that's going to be her characters for showcasing, and then Korg's character is going to be on the 3rd. And so once we have all 3 of their solo episodes out, that first one where they're all coming together and we actually get to see them interact and like start to become that group is July 24th. But like I said earlier, this series is essentially the rest of the year, with doing every other week schedules, but then sometimes we're going to take 2 or 3 weeks off because of
Yeah.
events like Gen Con and Phoenix Con and Egg Con, all kind of happening at that same time. And then also their own, like, everyone has life events, whether that's a wedding or camping or doing their own streams, like that stuff. So I wanted to be as accommodating as possible for my lovely, lovely cast because you guys are, honestly, the reason why this can even be run. So, I appreciate you guys a lot, and I want to respect your guys' time. So, um, yeah, we literally scheduled the rest of our year
Yep.
together.
We did it. And that, that's the hardest part.
It is. That's why
We
most
got it, dude.
campaigns fail. Is they die after 8 to 10 sessions because no one can schedule. No one can schedule. But we got it right here, folks. It's on the big calendar. It's happening now.
It can't not.
It can't not. Yeah. And that's another fun thing about having guests and getting them prepped is, like, if someone's sick, if there's an emergency, we can still go. We can still play. And I'll just have to creatively come up with the reason. And then we'll have to do an episode where we essentially figure out what that other character was up to. Yeah. Or maybe we skip
you
it.
Do little like interludes,
Yeah.
in between.
Yeah. So I'm
and
hoping we don't.
Here's what Korg was up to.
Yeah. On another episode.
It's just like it's mine and Mandy's character being chased by our big bad, and then cut to Korg where it's just like, I'm spinning like a ballerina.
He would love
having
that,
the best time in the apocalypse.
He's like, this is the shit right here. He's like, I don't know what you guys are doing, but I found the way out.
You're welcome.
You're fighting for your lives. The exit's this way. It's the guy that looks like he's running. It says exit. Yeah, I'm hoping that all the dates will work. And I know all of us are going to do everything in our power to, like, make sure that we maintain those dates. But again, guests are great for in cases. Just in cases.
Just in case.
All right. Additional bonus sets. Win to award character advances. Is entirely up to my discretion. It's basically after a key objective, like something that would be a key point to the game story. But again, I'm running it slightly different. This is like for a long form campaign where it's like I feel like it's not like it's not like the video games in the sense that you're in a set location. This is like the whole world is the apocalypse and you're living through it. It feels like.
Yeah.
Because for me, this is like, well, no, this is like location centric, but it's also because it's an actual play, not a home like a home game. My money is on the first adventure. I would say all together, so you can give them false hope. It's totally doable. All sorts of things are happening simultaneously or coincidentally. Whatever the on-screen characters are doing, the off-screen characters are up to their own nonsense. Absolutely. A Curtis, yeah. By the way, Curtis, I got emojis now.
They're very cute.
Little emotes. So it's not just
this is still my favorite.
Yeah, bonk cork. Okay, technical question. So I have access to all of my emotes here. But when I go to when I'm on like someone else's channel, I don't have access to my own emotes.
So you have to like scroll down because it populates, like it'll populate whatever channels emotes of the channel that you're on currently. So you're gonna have to like scroll down till you find your own channel emotes.
Da, 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 da.
Because it's like I have to scroll down a little bit to get my own emotes.
No, I don't see them.
That's weird.
Yeah, they're not there.
Maybe it's a mobile issue. Are you on mobile?
Well, it's also on desktop. I tried it on desktop too.
That's weird.
I know. Maybe I'm not. Maybe there's something disconnected. I don't know. But it's like, I don't know. I can see my own stream on on my Twitch, and I
When
can
did you
then
add the
use
emotes?
today.
It might take a little bit. It might take a little
Yeah.
bit. Like I would check back
But
tomorrow.
but the Bon Bon and Madonna ones have been like on there for a week and it's still not
Mm-hmm.
there.
That's weird. That's
I
weird. That
know.
shouldn't be like that. That
It's
should not
weird.
be like that.
It's weird. Like I can again, like I can access them when I'm in my own chat. Like I'm on my phone right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I can send it, but it's not anywhere else. I don't know. I'll have to Google it. Me and tech issues, man. I don't know how anything works. Hopeless. Yeah,
I
yeah.
wonder
Scary
if it's
DM.
your. Have you officially made affiliate yet?
I will today. Like once we're
It might
done.
be because of that. Um,
Okay.
because it's like, and I think this is like the reason that like, because when you're an affiliate, like previously when you're an affiliate
Right,
is
right.
when you would get like the emotes and everything.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And so having access to the emotes like outside of your own channel might only be still be like reserved for
For
affiliates.
affiliate, that would
Yeah.
make sense. That would make sense. Man. I mean, well, after today, 4 streams, that's the requirement.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. I was actually so like I my sister got a little ticked because she was like, Tiffany, she was like, I streamed for like 6 months and I didn't even get affiliate. I was like, well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I did. I just turned on.
I mean, the
But
same thing happened to me though because I was already
yeah,
like in like the streaming space being on other people's
right,
channels. So when I
right.
started streaming, like I had like people come in and like I already had people following me. Like I already had like people being like, "Hey, go follow
Good
Myriad.
night,
She's trying to make
Curtis.
affiliate." Good night,
Yeah,
Curtis. So like within like a week or two, I had made affiliate after starting to
yeah,
stream. So it's like it's really just about like making those connections, you know?
right. Being present already with the
Hmm.
Twitch community. Because the Twitch community and the YouTube community are different communities. Now,
Yeah.
like, once you get big enough, like your, Pokimane or, whatever, then you're going to be known on many platforms, not
Yeah.
just the one that essentially you utilize. But we'll get there one day, Myriad. We'll have our own podcast.
Yeah. And this is going to
Well,
be it.
this is it.
A
Yeah.
nightmare.
Just terrible the entire time. A shit show for real. I got mine quick from doing nerd things and playing Diablo. My brain wanted
I saw you
Patchwork to be
struggle that.
dildo.
I saw you holding something back, dude.
So you saw the cog, like the little loading wheel. That happened
Tiffany.exe
right
has
there.
stopped working.
Yeah. I was like, say Diablo, Tiffany, say it. Don't say the other word.
Don't say dildo, don't say dildo.
It's literally, I was like, say Diablo. Why can't you say, why are you only wanting to say dildo right now? It's so bad. I'm glad the physical pain showcased payback for the innocent cow murder. Can't remember last time I streamed though. You gotta, hey, you'll get back when you get back, or you don't if you don't. My sister always says she's gonna get back to streaming. I don't think she ever will. I don't think she ever will. She's funny though. I wish she would. I love watching her streams.
She is really funny. I liked when
Yeah.
she was on stream with you talking uh
Yeah.
for your first stream. It was really
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. And her and I always talk about, because we have the same, like, she has my sense of humor, like, because
Mhm.
she's my baby. And so it's like, when, like, we're talking together, it's just amazing. I
Yeah.
think it, to me, is always the best time of my life is talking to my sister. Um, because, I don't know, She's my baby.
It's like you just have like those people in your lives who like just get you as a person, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I feel
Yeah.
about my friend Erin. We're like we literally could just be sitting like together just shooting the shit and I'm just having such a good time because I could
Yeah.
just say the stupidest dumbest thing and I know it's going to make her laugh.
It's gonna land. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. No matter what I say, it's going to land.
Yeah. That's yeah, for sure. I think yeah, my sister is very much like she always says to her friend, she's like, my sister would have thought that's funny. She gets mad that her friends don't always think the same way that I think or vice versa. But I agree. I think there's such thing as like chemistry on
Mhm.
especially on like streams and things like that.
Hydrate,
Hi
posture check.
Korg. Okay. Wow. Hi Korg. How was stream? Oh, that feels good to stretch actually.
A little bit, yeah. I realized I was big shrimping.
Yeah, posture check.
And I'm going to go right back into it, but
Yeah, you're like back into the slump. Okay, I am hydrated, and that's water. I also have a caffeinated beverage as well.
beverage.
The beverage. Yes. But how was your stream, Korg? How was No Man's Sky? Also, let me see if I can do this for the first time
I
without
believe in you, dude.
Myriad without
You got
Myriad
it, dude.
doing it. Okay, do I have to put it inside the brackets? Or
No, so you
does
just
it
/ shout out and then space and then at and then his name should
at?
generate when you do Pork the Mighty.
Look at this, guys. I'm a streamer. Let's see if this works. Option. What? Did it work? No. Nailed it.
There you go. You got it.
I'm a professional.
You're professional. Basically a professional streamer. Ignore the first like 2 hours of the stream.
What? No issues. No
We was
issues.
warming up.
Yeah. Stream was great. Jellybean kicked a champion's butt. Go Jellybean!
Let's go.
Hell yeah! It's a very cute little alien, dude. Yippee. Also, I don't know if you need the at. Well, it
The at
saved
is
me
there.
from.
It auto populates
Yeah, it
when you
saved me
do the
from
at.
typing out. Save me from typing out the name. Take that. Take that. But yeah, chemistry I think is a big part of like being on stream with people, and so obviously, me and you have that chemistry.
We got it. You know what I'm saying?
I always have a good time with you.
I also think so. This is me being incredibly braggadocious about both of us. I think that we are both incredibly funny.
Funniest people on the planet. I tell
And
people that all the time.
so like I think that helps because if like one of us was significantly funnier than the other,
Doesn't work.
it's like you got to catch up, dude. You got to keep up, dude. You cannot be dragging me down by being boring.
This is a fucking marathon. Pick up the pace.
Eat your little goo pouch and let's fucking go.
Shake off those little legs and keep pushing. Slap the thighs. Slap the thighs. Yeah, I genuinely think that I think that's a big portion of it. And again, this cast, I think we all generate a lot of good vibes with each other. So I don't have any issues. Yeah. I think honestly it's keeping us on track. That's gonna be the issue.
You're not being funny enough. Better stay on your toes, Korg. I better not catch you slacking, dude.
Bring down the
We're just
hammer.
we're just in the middle of a session and Korg is not pulling his weight humor wise, and you just see me disappear off camera, and seconds later I just appear on Korg's camera.
Right behind him. Oh my god, that would
How did she
act
do
like
that?
magic. They're on opposite sides of the country. Incredible. Teleportation is real. Teach me. I want to know how to teleport.
You have to have enough hatred in your heart for unfunny people.
Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. That's like to generate that much.
You
Honestly,
go
I'd
get
be
some
down. Go get some. What's your go-to taco place there, Korg? This will be judged. Like, if you're going out with friends, it's late at night. Where are you going?
Taco Bell, dude. It's the only place that's open.
I know. I had someone say to me that they've never had Taco Bell. And
What?
Del Taco, that's still an acceptable answer. McDonald's for their McTacos.
Korg. I'm on my way to beat the shit out of you.
Wait, where's the... Get it. Get it. Right here. This is why it was made. Boom. Right there. Boom.
Bonk.
Yeah. Bonk 'em.
We have taco time out here too, but I've
Sure.
only had taco time a couple of times.
I don't know. Like, I know when I'm going to Taco Bell, it is not Mexican food. Like,
Yeah.
like, I know it's crap, and it's meant to be crap, and I enjoy
And yet,
that crap.
it is a delectable feast.
Yes.
You know?
I enjoy it every time at the same
Yeah. It's never
measure.
let me down.
Right. Very happy every time I go to Taco Bell. This is always my strategy. Annoy all my online friends to the point where they have to fly over to me to pick me up. So yes, you do have that strategy with Lex as well.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah. Wait, Korg, has it actually ever worked? How long have you been testing the strategy? Maybe we need to reevaluate.
My idea is just to beg all of my online friends to please move to Washington
Please
so that we can
move.
please hang out. Please.
Yeah.
I know. Can you please uproot your life so that you can come hang out with me on a daily basis?
Yeah. I will come out and I'll visit you. Because I've always wanted to go to Washington. And, you know.
It's really nice out here.
Whoa, you know?
We could go to Forks, dude. It's only like a 4-hour drive.
Worth it. Okay, being in the Midwest, everything is hours away. Like, if you want to go to any other city, it's hours of driving to get there. So I'm used to it. 4 hours, nothing. That's a day trip. That's going back and forth.
We spend 4 hours in the car. We fucking go to Forks. We look at the Twilight House. We say, oh my God, that's the Twilight House. We get back in the car. We drive back home.
Absolutely. 100%. We go to Charlie's house.
Yeah.
Dude, Charlie's house isn't in Washington, right? Or is it? It's just
It is.
It is. Okay, because I know the Cullen's house isn't in Washington.
Somewhere else.
Right?
Me and my friend. So my friend lives down in Oregon, and they have a festival, the Spirit of Halloween Town Festival, which, if you're familiar with the Halloween Town Disney movies, that's what that's centered around, because that was filmed in Oregon, in I think it's St. Helens, Oregon. So they have an entire festival that happens in October, and when you go there, they filmed some of the scenes for Twilight in that area. So, like, the scene where Edward, like, you know, he stops the car from hitting Bella, that was filmed down there. So me and my friend went there last year, and she was like, this is where they filmed the car scene for Twilight. And I was like, whoa. And they have a
impossible
lot of
task.
Twilight memorabilia because of that claim to fame.
Right, right. Okay, what if I had this idea? What if we get all the nerd people friends
Mhm.
together to do a road trip to hit all of these like spots where it's
All of the
like
Twilight spots. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm not even like the only time I watch any of the Twilight movies now is when I'm sick because I have to be in a fever state to enjoy the movie.
Yeah, obviously.
Like I can't sit down.
I
I'll
think
just
that
be
I've read the books
I
when I
read the
was like in
books.
middle school, which was
Yeah, I
not
was
like
like
something that like a 13-year-old
yeah.
should have been reading.
I read
And
50
I've
Shades of
watched the
Grey when I was
movies.
13.
Oof.
Yeah, real
Oof.
rough. The sex scenes were so
Um
boring.
yeah, dude, it's not
Just
listen,
move
if you
on.
want a good
I
sex
was
scene, you just
there
gotta
for
go to
the
the fan
story.
fiction.
Yeah.
You were there for the plot, which is saying a lot. There's not much of one.
Anyway, continue. Sorry. You were
I'm just
reading when you
saying,
were 13.
if you want good
Mm-hmm.
smut, you go on fan fiction. You go on AO3, okay? You
Yes.
don't go and read these fucking erotica books that the book
No.
talk girlies are touting because they're trash, dude. They're
No.
garbage. It's the
I,
types of things that women in their 40s who haven't fucking orgasmed in like over a
right. Feel
decade
bad for them. Feel
read.
bad.
Yeah,
Right.
I feel
Yeah.
awful for them. That's a terrible life to live.
Yeah. I will say so I'm writing a smut book called Fractured Instincts and it's essentially fan fiction for Love in Deep Space.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's essentially that, but it's like a different world, like it's like an AU thing. And they're like
Hell
slightly
yeah.
different because copyright.
Hell yeah, dude.
But so maybe I'll do it I'll put out some good justice, you know.
Put out.
I actually I'll put out. Uh I actually had to read um one of the sex scenes out loud on a panel for like a reading after
My
dark.
nightmare. My nightmare,
Dude.
dude.
So I read it out. We all had to. I wasn't alone. There was four of us.
Okay,
And so
okay.
I had to read it out and like I just like hid. I was so red trying to read and like I this was like tame. This wasn't even actual sex. It was like the lead up to. And he's like you have to you're reading it, so you have to oh no, Myriad's gone. The sexual tension was just way too high. It was just way too high. It Streamlabs had to calm it down.
Too much. It was
It
far
was
too
too
much.
it was way too much. But so like you're reading it like an audiobook, right? So you have to be like narrative. So when the like the breaths in the voice
Yeah.
and like the gravel and like the more moany tone, like it's so embarrassing. I wanted to
I have
die.
to so this is something I'm admitting to you.
Yeah.
Me and you one on one. There is no audience.
There
There
is
is
no
no
one
chat.
else. There's literally no one else.
So me and my friend Erin, we will sit in a voice chat together
Mm-hmm.
for hours upon hours, and we will just
Yeah.
be writing like our little
I
fan
love
fiction
that.
together.
Mm-hmm.
And every once in a while, we will be like, "Oh, can I read this out loud to you? That this part of the story that I just finished." And so far, we have been doing this for probably like 6, 7 months at this point, and we
Yeah.
have refused to read because we both have written smut. I've definitely written a little bit more than them, but we have both written smut, and we refuse because we are mortified to read it aloud to each other. She has read my smut on a call, like quietly to herself, like reading it on the
Oh
screen.
God, I don't know if
And
I
that
would
was
like that more.
mortifying enough, dude.
Yeah. I
But
think that would
so
be worse. I think that is
the
what
other
in my
day,
mind.
the other day she finished writing like a little 6, 7.
Yeah.
The other day she finished writing one of like a smut scene,
Mm-hmm.
and so she's like, I'm going to read up until like a certain point. She's like, I say the word cock once, don't make a big deal of it. And I said, I am
Don't make a big
absolutely
deal.
gonna make a big deal of it. What do you mean?
I say cock.
I was like, I can't believe we're taking this like to a new like level. You saying the word cock to me, like, oh my god.
No one says it directly. You can't say it directly. That's taboo.
No,
That's
no.
taboo in smut. You have to say it like his bulge or something. Like
Yeah.
you
See,
can't
but
say
here's the
dick,
thing, like
cock.
in fan
It's like
fiction though,
saying
you can.
pussy. You can't. Oh
In
yeah,
fan fiction you can't. In like actual
absolutely.
like in books you have to play coy
Especially,
about it.
as well, there's there's legal reasons for that, but
Hmm.
why you have to be careful with like how many things are in there. But um, when it comes to I think especially I think like in most of the fan fiction I've read, it's always been very not tame. That's not the right word. Definitely not. I would say modest in some cases of in terms of
Hmm.
language. Except when my sister had me read this like alpha omega
Yeah.
thing,
Omega
which
verse, yeah. Hmm.
by the way, I had no idea what that was until I watched an anime. And it was like such a
That's
cute
crazy.
anime.
Hmm.
I had no idea what it was. I knew what like alpha omega was because of like wolves and like some people
Yeah.
um you know like talking about I'm an alpha or whatever. But I didn't know what it was until I watched this anime, and I just thought it was a cute little gay anime. You know, like it was like two little, two little guys raising a
Two little gay
family. I was
boys.
like, yeah, I love the gay boys, and like they're just raising a family, and I was like, that's
Hmm.
so cute. And then I thought it got better because I thought then one of them was trans because it said that one of them had birthed the child, and
And
I said,
Preg brother. Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
And I was like, that's so cool. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen an anime with like a confirmed where it was like actually a part of the narrative. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? Like I was like, that is
Nah,
so
brother.
cool.
They got that man pregnant.
And then I and then it like eased you into it. Like the first few episodes, it was like very
Did a little
subtle, and then
foreplay.
all of a sudden,
Got you ready, prepped
whoa.
you.
All of a sudden he was in heat, and he was like, oh my god, uh insane. I was like, whoa, what is this?
Dude,
And so I called
I
my sister and I was like, what am I watching? What is this? And she goes, oh my god, Tiffany, let me tell you everything about you would ever need to know about the Omegaverse. And now
yeah. I feel like that's like the natural progression for like
uh-huh.
people. It's like you start off not knowing what the Omegaverse is, and then all of a sudden you know everything about it. Most of the time against your own will. Um
Yes. I
yeah,
didn't
dude,
know what I was walking into.
I don't know, like man, I've read some of the nastiest shit online.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm a better person for it. So,
You know what? I think it teaches you a lot in life. It teaches you some
yeah.
life skills there. Korg, why are there always chickens in sex scenes? They're right. You sweet summer child. The writer's always talking about them. Why not throw a cow in there or something? There is beef in sex scenes.
Sure
You got it
is.
there. You got there, Myriad. It's pink beef. Pink taco. Special purpose. Cue the Avatar opening. Long ago, the four smut nations lived together in harmony. Then everything changed when the impregnation attacked.
There we go. There it is, Sithy.
Mm, this is some captivating RE discussion. I was asleep on my couch and woke up. This
Hey,
is
good
all
morning.
relevant. This is all relevant to RE.
Good morning.
Listen,
This
the
is really
first,
prepping you guys for when I read the Leon fan fiction.
yeah, it'll be coming. Maybe is that what we're doing on the 5th?
No, you're doing your thing on the fifth. You're doing Mandy's.
Not the 5th. I keep getting my days mixed up.
Girl.
There was another date where I was like, "Can we do it? Would you be available?" But it was separate. This will be relevant to the yes, it will. 100%. So the first ever like at least from what I know, like recorded Mpreg fan fiction ever written was like back in the 80s.
Yeah,
So
it's
this was
Spock and
like
Kirk.
no,
No?
no.
Who
It's
was it?
same thread. Same thread though. Sci-fi. The other half of it though.
Was it Star Wars?
Uh huh.
Was it Han and Han Solo and stop it and Luke
And Chewbacca.
and Chewbacca? Interesting. I know that there is in like the late 60s and 70s, like a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
that's like when Spock and Kirk like came to be, and like the whole like
Yeah,
sex
yeah.
pollen thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Chewie was the top. Yeah, I remember I was like reading this thing or whatever, and they were talking about the history of Ember because I went down the rabbit hole because I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
to
yeah.
know all. Once you start learning about something, you have to now know everything about that thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Chewy watches.
Chewie watches. God, voyeurism. Woo. uh, but
Hey.
so like it was saying that like likely Empire has been around much longer than when was accessible, like shareable and accessible to like people. But they say that
Well,
like
because they were doing like, because I did a stop it. I did a whole like me and my friend did a whole presentation on fan fiction and like
mm-hmm.
the like commodification of like women's hobbies and things like that.
Yeah.
And so like the
Oh,
big
fan
thing was
fiction's been around
zines.
forever.
Yeah, so the big
Yeah.
thing was like zines back in like the
Mm-hmm.
60s and 70s. But before that, like where like fan fiction sort of as we sort of like the start of it was
Mm-hmm.
actually with Sherlock Holmes.
Oh yeah.
Um
I don't doubt
and
that.
them and people doing I can't remember the it's like some French word where basically people were writing like it was essentially Sherlock Holmes fan fiction,
Mm-hmm.
and like it was getting published in like newspapers and like people were like avidly reading it,
Yeah.
especially like if you were a Sherlock Holmes fan, and um so yeah, it's just like very interesting like the
Yeah.
kind of trajectory of like where fan fiction started. um
Yeah. It
and then
I
like you
mean
could
I
say that like other like things like Dante's Inferno is the Bible fan fiction, but
right, yeah. Everything is an imitation of something else,
mhm,
you know, so there is no originality anymore in terms of like creating something 100% unique. Game systems are all ripped off of one another. I mean, even D&D and RuneQuest, which were the first two TTRPGs to really become a thing, like they were published and like that's what people started to play and that's what started the TTRPG community. It was based off of war board games.
mhm,
Like both of them were. And so it's like that's an imitation off of something else. It's just like, oh, what if we kept these type of mechanics and
yeah,
expanded them a bit, but then also we pretended we were the soldiers though.
mhm.
You know, like that's all
Everything
it
it's
really
like
was.
everything's like a derivative, you know? It's like
Right.
there is no original idea.
No. And like I think that's what's so beautiful about our minds though and what makes us so connected as a community and like I think in general, us as people have more things in common than we don't. Is like we all are storytellers. We're all like we all share experiences. And though they're not always the same, they're always taken different. There's a lot of
Yeah.
different little tiny things that and nuances of like the accumulation of these different experiences that create our own unique story and voice
Mhm.
in that way. But there's a reason why there's only 7 stories ever told in history and why tropes are a thing and why like it's not because of
Yeah.
someone copying someone, it's because of the fact that like we have shared experiences. It's
Yeah,
what
those
makes
are
it
the things that
important.
resonate with people.
Exactly.
I think
And
that's why I
yeah.
love like fan fiction is like you can take a piece of
Mhm.
media and you can have 10 different like fanfic authors who all interpret that media in such a different way, and like
Yeah.
seeing the ways that people like seeing what people take from stories and
Mhm.
like what things like people feel so deeply about
Yeah.
from different stories, and it's always so different these
Mhm.
interpretations that they have. And it's like I could read like Dragon Age, dude. I've read so much fucking Dragon Age fanfic, and it is all so different. Like
So
every single
oh my god.
interpretation that I've read is like so different, dude. I
Yeah.
don't talk to me
Dude,
about
my
souls.
first
I feel very
heartbreak.
strongly about that, dude.
My
I
first
fucking
fucking heartbreak.
I got my banan right here, dude. He's here with me forever.
Yeah, dude. Like fuck him. I think that was the first time I ever like sobbed at a video
Felt
game
like a
where I was like,
betrayal in your heart.
yes, yeah. I was like, you bitch. I was like, that hurt. That was really mean. And then Sarah,
That
I
was
love
mean,
Sarah.
dude.
That was mean.
Huh?
I love Sarah too.
Oh my god, I love Sarah too, and most fans hate her, but that's just because they're cowards.
Yeah, but it's just because she knows what she wants, and
Yeah, dude.
she doesn't settle for less. Let's say that. A Feast Unknown was a Wild Tarzan and Doc Savage fanfic novel. What? Insane. I'll have to look that up.
Andy Weir, who wrote The Martian and Project Hail
Yeah.
Mary, got his start writing Ready Player One fanfic.
Yeah. I mean, literally Twilight or 50 Shades of Grey is a fan fiction of Twilight. Twilight is a fan fiction written about My Chemical Romance.
Yep.
Like fan fiction
And My Chemical Romance is a fan fiction of 9/11.
9/11 caused 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, there's a direct correlation.
There is a direct correlation. But yeah, I think it's just so I love our minds and I love writing. That's why I mean reading too. I was an avid reader growing up. I read easily 200 books a year, if not more.
Yeah.
Growing up, I would go to the library every week and check out as many books as I could. I'd read 3 to 4 books in a day, during the summer. I was a very quick reader. I'm not as much anymore because now I can't read.
Yeah.
I spend too much time writing it now, but I think it teaches us empathy, and it teaches us also to see things and experience things that we otherwise wouldn't have. Like when I was writing Light of Evanora, I actually met with veterans to ask them about PTSD and like some of their experiences on the battlefield, because I don't have that experience, but I want to ensure that I write it accurately because I'm having a character experience it. And so I got to essentially live vicariously and like have an understanding now of like where these people are coming from because of that. And I think books in general, just like, that's why people need to read. And and I actually have a TED Talk written about this, and I do plan to submit it at some point, is that
Hell yeah.
Hi Jay.
Hi Jay.
Have a good night.
Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, good to see you. I think there's a direct correlation with the level at which we're consuming reading and books in comparison to the empathy we have for each other in the world and political issues.
Okay, so this was like a thing that I saw yesterday on Twitter. And I was ranting to my friend about it. I was ranting to my friend Aaron about it because it was pissing me off. It was someone was talking about the amount, they were like, the amount, the book talk, fucking book talk, dude. I have a love-hate with book talk because sometimes they have really good recommendations and sometimes I'm like, you are illiterate.
Yeah. You are illiterate.
You are illiterate. Someone was saying, they're like, the people saying that 30 plus books, like reading 30 plus books in a year isn't such a huge feat, makes a lot of sense when you realize that a lot of these book talkers are only reading like dialogue, and they're not reading the prose, they're not reading description. And someone had replied to that and was like, well, they're like, I don't think like you're gatekeeping, like you're literary gatekeeping by saying that, people have to write like all of these prose and, big descriptions, and they can't rely on dialogue to like, for character development and everything. And they're like, if I can, get my point across with only dialogue, then I should be able to do that. And I'm like,
then write a script.
What are we doing?
Right?
What do you mean?
That's not a novel. That's like a script
Yeah.
essentially, where you're giving the
And
narrative of like what the scene is like, and then it's just
yeah.
dialogue.
Yeah. And I was like, I think that there's this like big rise in, and I hate using this term because like it feels icky for me to say this, but like faux
The
intellectualism,
yeah,
where people are equating the amount of books that they read
read
with
to how
how
smart they are.
smart and well spoken they are,
Yeah,
but they're not
it's not
actually
true.
consuming it in any sort of meaningful way. They are
Right.
simply reading it to say that they have read it.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, no, prose matters. That's what makes it literary. Like, look that up. Like, define what literary is. It's a narrative
Hmm.
story. What narrative means, it's not dialogue. It's a description of like all the things, you know.
Hmm.
And so yeah, no. If you have all dialogue with only some instances referencing the setting and references to an emotion a character may feel, that's called a script.
Yeah, literally. It's just like, and it's like, you don't have to enjoy reading. You don't have to enjoy reading. You don't have to enjoy
Right.
writing. And it's okay. Like, or
Yeah.
you can enjoy certain parts of writing,
Mhm. If
but
they
you're not
that's
writing a
what they
book,
want to if that's what they
you
want to
know?
write, they can. I want them to write. I want everyone to write,
Hmm.
in all honesty. I
Yeah.
think it's good for our brains, it's good for our hearts, it's good for like our emotions. It gets all the thoughts we have in here that we don't say out loud out onto a page, whether we're consciously doing that like journaling, or subconsciously doing that via a narrative. I always say my readers know me better than anyone in my entire life, because of the fact that you guys, like,
Hmm.
they are able to see real thoughts and feelings that I don't
Yeah.
ever talk about out otherwise. But I think everyone should express themselves and write whatever speaks to them. But there is just a difference between what is literary, right, and
Hmm.
versus what is a story.
Yeah.
What is novelization
Hmm.
and what is writing.
Yeah.
And like there are those key differences, and that's absolutely okay. There's a reason why there's novella, novelette, or flash fiction, light fiction, novels, chronicles. Like, there's a reason why there's these different level of things, is because that's what it is. Like,
Yeah. They serve a different purpose.
yeah,
It's like, and words have meaning,
yeah,
you know? Like, you can't be like, yeah, I wrote a book and then hand a script over because that's not the same thing.
right. Like, if I went to A24 and was like, here is the script, but it's like a book, well, like,
Hmm.
it's a novel, that's not
We're
what
going to
they
be like,
want.
take this back.
Exactly, yeah. It doesn't work the opposite way. And Savage, I have to say that listening to audiobooks is not the same thing as reading a book. They are two different things. In fact, a little fun fact for you, the book changes. So it is not a word for word thing. So reading the physical book and listening to the audiobook, you're actually getting slight differences in the manuscript, because of the fact that um, they they have to it, it doesn't always naturally come out off the tongue, some of the dialogue,
Yeah.
or even reading some of like the descriptive things. Like, if you have more allowance in reading something in your brain for someone describing a paragraph for the
There's
setting,
like, I know, like, I do this
you know.
myself where like there's
Mhm.
certain formatting options that I make that is
Yes.
meant to
Yeah.
be read as opposed to meant to be read aloud.
Right. Yeah.
That would not come across if it were narrated, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. And so like
Um, but I
they
do
are different.
think I'm gonna devil's advocate here. I think that audiobooks are still a good way to consume books as
Absolutely.
opposed to not consuming them at all.
Well, yeah. I think that's amazing. I love audiobooks. Listen to audiobooks myself.
Hmm.
I'm not very good at listening because my
Me
ADHD
neither.
brain is like,
Yep,
can't
can't
focus.
do it. I
But
have to
they
like sit down and focus on it,
Yeah,
which
but
I will
they are
never do.
right. But they are not the same thing. they're
Hmm.
they're not. They're actually different. But I also think that reading something, and again, depends how your brain works too, but it's just like when you're learning, you're either an auditory person who learns, or you're like a read thing and learn.
Mhm.
So I think in that way they're also different. Is it's going to stick with people differently. Um,
Yeah.
and so I mean, yeah, for me, I audiobooks are great. I love hearing voice actors. I have a lot of voice actor friends who do books and stuff, and I love to support them. But it's just it doesn't retain in my brain as
No,
much as
I can't
reading.
do like I used to be able to like do like
Mm-hmm.
podcasts and stuff, but like now I can't. Like it has to be something where I'm like focused in.
Invested.
Like if I'm like doing like a craft and listening to an audiobook or a podcast, I can do that.
Yeah.
But if I'm trying to like do other things, it nothing
Yeah.
sticks.
Yeah. Man, I love our tangent. We've
Yeah.
How many pages are we in this rule book? 23.
23 out
Out
of
of
143,
146.
something like that. It's fine.
We're doing real good. Yeah, I zone out listening to audiobooks. Exactly. Read the book, you'll focus a
Yeah.
lot more.
But I do also like respect the fact that like a lot of the times like audiobooks is the only way that someone can consume a
Yeah,
book, like
because
for
of
various reasons, like
right. Yeah.
dyslexia, like other things like
Mhm.
that. Like
I think they're
um
amazing. I think they're great things. I appreciate them. I do not like them as much as physical books, personally.
yeah. I mean I'm a physical book person too. I even like I have a Kindle and I just can't it's I don't know. I think it's because I'm on my screen all the time right now. Like where it's like
Yeah.
if I have to like look at a screen to read a book, it like pisses me off.
Yeah.
Like I get pissed off about it. I'm like, I want the actual book.
Yeah, I know. I've kind of gotten away from digital reading because of that. Like, because now all I do is look at. Normally, I do 50-50 or like 70 physical, but um, now
I
I
think
just don't
also
want
it's
to be on
like
my phone
having
if I
physical
don't have
media
to.
now is so important when like all of these companies are trying to like revoke your access to things and say that you
Yes,
don't actually own things that you're buying anymore because they're
the
digital.
stupid licensing. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
fucking ridiculous. If you bought the thing, you should own the thing. Anyway, I came across a rummage sale recently, and they were
I love
selling
rummage
all of
sale.
their DVDs for like 25 cents. And he goes, "Well, you know what? I'll do 20 bucks for all of them." And it was like a full table.
Jesus.
I was like, I can't physically store that, but that's a great freaking deal. I bought a lot of them. Like all the movies that I was like, yeah, I could see these on any of the streaming platforms right now, but I want them physical because
Mm-hmm.
they're not always going to be on the streaming platforms.
Yeah, I really want to start getting into like collecting like vinyls and stuff because I feel like that's like
Yeah.
fucking cool.
If you ever
I
come
have
out my way, there's a really cool. I mean, there's a cool record store in every city you go to, but I
yeah.
know of a cool record store where I
Yeah.
live. The inner haggler in me just screamed because hell yes, right? I was like, dude, I was really tempted, but my apartment, I just have no room for it.
Mm-hmm. That's the problem.
So
It's like, man, I want all of the physical media, but I don't have room for all
yeah,
of the physical media.
yeah, lots of copies of 8 Mile and Twilight. There was a copy of Twilight in the. Did I grab
Obviously.
it? Yes. Of course I did.
Duh.
Of course. There was also Talladega Nights, which I was stoked.
Oh, fuck
Shake
yeah,
and
dude.
bake. Shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
Sweet baby Jesus. Sweet little baby Jesus.
Man, they don't
Stop.
make
Why do you.
movies like that anymor.
I know. It's because it can be very offensive.
Yeah, dude.
But it knows that it is. It makes fun of
Hmm.
itself because it is. All right, we need to get back. We're on. We've been streaming for like almost 3 hours,
Brother,
two
we've
and
been
a half.
streaming for almost 5 hours.
Oh my god! Shut up! Really?
Yeah, dude. Because
What
your
time
stream
is
went
it?
down. It was a
That's
9.
right. Oh yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock here. Oh my Lanta! Wow, we've gotten so far.
Literally have spent maybe 30 minutes talking about the actual TTRPG, mind you.
We're not good at this.
Oh, dude. Okay,
To be
this is so
fair,
I used to
most of it has been Resident Evil related up until this last
yeah,
hour, I
adjacent.
think. Yeah.
I used to do a little segment on my channel called Table Flip where I used to go through and like read through like TTRPGs that
Yeah.
I had.
Yeah.
And I would say that this is very on par for what that segment was like for me just by myself doing it. So,
I
it's
get
way worse
distracted.
now because there's two of
Two of
us.
us. It's, we need a balance. Korg.
No, probably a worse idea. No offense, Cork.
I feel like, but he likes learning.
Yeah,
I think he's read through this more than we have.
probably.
I think
Yeah.
he knows this game system probably better than
I
any of us.
keep being like, I keep going like, oh, me and Tiffany are gonna read through this on stream. Like, I shouldn't read ahead.
I
And
know,
then
it's bad.
we don't
I
actually read through any of it.
Yeah, I've read section like pretty much all the sections, but not all of it. Nah, I gotcha. Just add me to the call on a timer and just throw pineapples at y'all to focus. Perfect. We'll add you. Okay, no, because listen, Korg. The first hour of this stream, literally 57 minutes of it in the beginning, was fucking hell on earth. In fact,
Nightmare.
I have two things happening right now just so I can hear Myriad talk, and you can hear it has to be two separate things because Streamlabs has decided that you guys can hear Myriad, but I cannot hear Myriad. The first 10 minutes was smooth, and then Myriad dropped off, and then I couldn't get anything to work. It was like all systems down. It was so bad.
You're going to get your PC tomorrow, right?
Yes. This stream was my encouragement to leave the house. I don't want to leave. I don't like to leave the house. Damn, Streamlabs being stinky again. Yeah. So
I told her we got to get her on OBS.
Yeah. So again, listen. I didn't want to have to learn all these things, and I was like, Streamlabs has it all kind of built in, right? Like it has all the overlay stuff built in. I know, but like, I don't know. I just was like, it'll be easy. It'll be fine. Now it's all on stream. Like the 20 hours, maybe more, I have put into the overlay for our Resident Evil campaign. I can't just transfer that over. Each thing in that is an individual piece that I
think you can actually transfer like the profile. I think so. But
make it all movable
if you are more
still?
comfortable running it on Streamlabs, then that's fine.
I
suppose Friday will be a good test run for you going through the stuff with Mandy.
Yeah.
And seeing how it runs on an actual PC.
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
See if it's better. Yeah. Again, Streamlabs is not built for MacBooks. It was like an extension thing to get it onto MacBooks. Like it was not easy. Like I downloaded it 3 different times because it wouldn't load. It was giving me disk errors. I don't know about you. I don't know the last time I inserted a disk in a computer, let alone a fucking MacBook.
2016.
Wow, that's not that long ago.
Actually, that was 10 years ago.
Oh my god. I'm so old. That was 10 years ago. I think you might be able to. There might be a widget to convert it into a file. Yeah, I feel like I could save it. Like, I could save the shot of it. But my thing is I don't think I'll have control over each of the individual pieces. Is, like, my sad thing. But again, I would do it because I want it. I'd rather redo all that work and have a stream that runs.
Yeah. But like, here's the thing: like, Streamlabs does run. It's definitely the issue with wonky. You running it on a Mac.
Yes.
Running it on a Mac laptop. Running it with you're not hardwired in, right?
Nope. Because I can't.
The fact that you have this stable of a connection is truly like outstanding.
Yeah, and I've been under my CPU. So I've been under 100, which is fantastic.
Your laptop knows that its day is coming, and it's trying to play nice now. We keep talking about a new computer.
Yeah, it's trying to be.
She's like, no, I still run perfectly fine. No, please.
Yeah, please, no.
Don't take me out back.
Yeah, 2016, so retro now. Yeah, as the year I graduated high school.
Uh,
It's a banana.
oh my goodness. A lovely lady. You versus the piece she tells you not to worry about.
Yeah. Incredible. I like that one. All right.
I like that you thought we were
Listen.
only streaming for 2.5 hours. That was very cute.
Listen, guys.
I know time flies when you're having fun with Myriad.
Fun. Yeah. I think we need to go. I think we made it. Okay, hold on. So we're on 23 right now. We started on 16.
Not even 10 pages. That's crazy.
That's so far.
That's wild.
But listen, we talked
10
a lot
pages, not 8 pages in fucking 5 hours.
Listen, we talked a lot about the campaign. We talked about your guys' characters. We talked about the games. We talked about the Resident Evil movie. We talked about.
I love that you're justifying this, and this is the type of like I need this in my life.
Trying really hard to make it rational. Got plenty of night left, right? I feel like we could stream another 6 hours and be fine.
Yeah, dude.
But speed reader right now. I can't. That was the rest of the book.
That was it.
Like,
did you guys get that?
Yeah, it was like 100,000 words came out of my
all
mouth
at once.
in 1 second. Yeah.
I hope you guys got. You'll have to slow it down, like minus 2 speed.
800 speed. Oh no.
Oh no.
Even the computer.
It's fine. It was a little stuttered.
Just deciding it's our time. Listen.
Fucking chop chop.
Yeah, the next section we're really getting into, like, acquiring feats we already talked about in the last episode, which was essentially, unless you guys do something repetitively that would make sense, I think is the time that we would introduce a feat, which I think normally this would only really happen during a special bonus or like a level up that you would essentially be able to attain one of these. So if you guys are utilizing the skills well and you're using them frequently, or you do something extremely incredible that like kind of like blast, like projects you guys forward immensely, then I would give you guys a feat according to the thing that you just did. So like we've already kind of went over that last time. Otherwise we'll get into combat at some point, or maybe we're done. We can't do it. Yeah, because after tonight it's character creation.
So I mean, but we got through character creation, which was like the big thing.
That is the big thing. Yeah.
And now here I am rationalizing.
High five. Yeah, we did it. We nailed it. Look, now we can say we got to page 25.
Still not 10 pages, but
still
we're rocking a below average 2 pages per hour.
We're doing so good. We're doing so good. All right, guys. I appreciate you all so much. Let's see if I think Mandy is still live. So we can raid into her. Yeah, she's still live. Now let's see if I can raid for the first time, everybody.
I think you can do it.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in. Okay. /R raid at oh, there she is. Sparkles Mandy. Okay, everybody. Mwah to all of you. Have a good night. We will see you on Friday for Mandy's character creation. So yeah. See ya, everybody. Yippee. Did it work? Invalid username.
Just do without the app.
Without the app?
Yeah.
I tried, everybody. I tried.
You're doing your best.
I'm doing my best.
You're doing your best, and that's all we can ever ask of you.
Yeah. It's not asking a lot. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it again.
You did
Oh,
it!
oh,
Yippee!
oh, yay! I'm successful, guys. Thank you so much. Raid now.
Yippee!
Yeah.
And then
Awesome.
make sure you end stream as well.